PM sharp. Here the Jumedi any bro. Here,
serve you a buffet of breakfast.
From news headlines review, current affairs to social issues,
entertainment, sports, and all the trending stories live on our mobile app and across all socials from Monday to Friday 7 a.m. to 10 a.m.
With me, Pakwesi Omare,
Regina Bless,
Deborah Adoso,
and I am Esinal Fiagbedu. This is Ghana Talks Breakfast Show.
GhanaTalks Radio, #1.
This is Ghana Talks Breakfast Show, your morning companion. This is Ghana Talks Breakfast Show, your morning companion. This is Ghana Talks Breakfast Show, your morning companion.
GhanaTalks Radio, #1.
This is Ghana Talks Breakfast Show, your morning companion.
This is Ghana Talks Breakfast Show, your morning companion. Good morning to you, wonderful listeners of Ghana Talks Radio. You're welcome to the Ghana Talks Breakfast Show right here on Ghana Talks Radio. This is the news headline review. Right here, we bring you all the latest headlines making waves in the news, from business to politics, from sports to entertainment. We got you covered with the most relevant stories and informed perspectives on issues that matter to you every morning right here on the show. And I am Esenam Fiagbedu. We are bringing you the news headline. Joining me this morning is Mr. Biadoso and Ms. Regina Bless, who will be sharing their informed perspectives on opinions on some of the news stories. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
How are we doing?
By grace.
Yeah, we are back, fresh and energized. And I guess it's not too late to say Happy New Year to you all. Happy New Year to you all. Miss Regina, Happy New Year to you.
Many happy returns.
Miss Debbie, Happy New Year to you.
Same on your
And
side.
then to our wonderful, cherished listeners, we say Happy New Year to you. This year, we promise to bring you the hardest news, current and credible news stories as well. Right, so before we dive into our major news items for this morning, what are you looking forward to for this year? Miss Debbie?
Nothing but the best, especially from the government.
From the government.
Previously, that was last year, they promised a lot of staffs and then they were able to complete some. And so moving into this year, we are hoping a lot, especially on the side of corruption. We are hoping they improve and then the right people are being sentenced and appropriate monies are being retrieved back into our account. That is what we are looking forward to. And as well, usual, the 24-hour economy, we are hoping that more jobs will be created, people will be employed, and that is going to reduce unemployment. And our roads, yes, our roads. Cars need to be high and we have to take it off and also get a different means of transportation. It shouldn't always be on railway. I heard President Mahama spoke about that, so I'm hoping they will take that on and then do it well. And one more thing, we are exiting IMF, and from this year till President Mahama leaves office, it's going to be we depending on ourselves, our natural resources, and we are hoping for the best, and then we are wishing the president and his appointees nothing but the best.
Nothing but but looking at the IMF issue, do you believe it's something that we are capable of doing as a country?
As in we exiting and yes, we are capable of capable of managing our own affairs, just like former first president said, the late Mosajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. He said Africans are capable of managing their own affairs, and it's true, we can. Looking at what the finance minister is doing, you could see that they are putting things in place and they are ready to change the economy and our finances as a country. So I feel like, yes, we can. We have the natural resources, we have the gold, we have all everything it takes for us to enrich ourselves. And don't forget, God board is working so assiduously to ensure that we're on track. So, hey, it's going to be a lot.
It's going to be a lot.
It's going to be a lot.
We are just hoping for the best.
Yes.
Right. Miss Gina,
Yeah,
what are your hopes for this year?
nothing but the best.
Nothing but the best. Nothing extraordinary.
Nah.
Yeah, just hoping that the government,
From the government.
Yes,
They should
yeah.
just do their best.
they should just do their
I
best.
do kakra. So they should just do their
They
best.
should just do their best. I'm hoping that we continue to enjoy the peace we are enjoying as a country. Right. Let's dive into our news stories. NPP race presidential election committee has been impressive. Akufo-Addo. So former President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo has praised the new Patriotic Party's presidential election committee for what he describes as a transparent and credible preparation process ahead of the party's presidential primary scheduled for Saturday, January 31st. In a statement issued on Friday, January 9th, after receiving a briefing from the committee, the former president said he was satisfied with how the internal election arrangements are progressing. According to Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, the committee has worked with openness, clarity, and strict respect for democratic principles, helping to build trust and confidence in the process among party members and stakeholders. He said the committee's zero tolerance for secrecy has protected the integrity of the primaries and ensured fairness for all aspirants. He stated, the committee's work thus far has been nothing short of impressive. Key milestones achieved on the principles of zero tolerance for opacity have ensured transparency and guarded religiously the sanctity of the process. The Presidential Election Committee, which is chaired by former First Deputy Speaker of Parliament, Joseph Osei Owusu, whose leadership has been credited with promoting inclusivity, fairness, and compliance with party rules. So as the January 31st primary draws closer, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo's endorsement is expected to strengthen confidence among party delegates, aspirants, and the general public in the credibility of the process and the party's commitment to internal democracy. So this is sort of an endorsement coming from the former president, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. He said he's quite impressed with how the preparation is going for the upcoming primaries for the NPP. Do you see this as a big endorsement from the president? Is this sort of like an assurance that they're in this together? Yes, Miss Debbie. Sorry.
Yeah. Although their party is not in power, he's still part of the NPP.
Yes.
And so he coming out to say something like that is in a way endorsing them and also assuring them that he's behind them. Whatever they do, he's also included. But let me take you back to 2023 when they had their primaries before the election. Before the election in 2024, they had their primaries in 2023. We had a couple of issues with the MPP party claiming that they are being intimidated by a particular campaign that has to do with the Baumia's campaign. And some of them complained of the party not being fair and transparent, the party doing things in favor of one person. And then not only from Kennedy Japan, because that was where Kennedy Japan came out and then threatened the president that he's going to give him a showdown, threatened the vice president, then former vice president Bawumia, that he's going to give him a showdown because it feels like they are not being fair to them. They're only being fair to one person. And then the camp of Alantre Martin also came out to he also said similar thing just like Bawumia did. But when you compare 2023 to this year, their primaries will be held on 31st of this month. But we are still not, I know that we are getting closer, and then definitely there will be some hitches somewhere. But so far so good. I haven't heard anything sort of clashes anywhere. But then in 2023, even before the primaries were being held, you could see this one here, like it was so bad. Even though this year they are also doing same, but it wasn't. It's not that intense compared to 2023. So I feel like in a way, and then the person chairing the committee is not just a mere person, or Joseph Osei Wusu, as first deputy
Speaker of Parliament.
He's not former. He's not just a mere person. I think he has a good track record. So I feel like, well, they've done their best to put things in place, and so far we haven't heard anything bad. We are just hoping that getting closer to 31st January, it will be safe. We are not going to hear this one saying that my campaign teams have been beaten, we've not been allowed to go in here, ballot papers have been snatched and all that. Yes. So in a way, for former President Akufo-Addo saying this, he just want them to know that, see, we are in this together. Whether bad or good, we are still in it. And also, as I said, 2023 and this year is a bit okay than what we saw with the NPP in 2023, getting closer to their primaries.
So what is the assurance that we are going to have a peaceful primary election for this particular year?
Assurance in India is very slim.
It's very slim.
Very, very slim.
Why have you seen any signs? Are there any signs you've seen, or maybe comments coming from maybe party delegates or the aspirants themselves?
Yes. I've seen a lot, especially Kennedy Japo. Oh no, I'm not saying like he's the only one that is saying this, but you can see that this contest is between Kennedy and Baumia. So definitely there's going to be some sort of disagreement between the two of them. So I saw an interview where he was being questioned, and then he said people are all over saying a lot of things, doing that, and that is why he doesn't watch news, he doesn't listen, he's just focused. So it still tells us that although we are not hearing so much of them as we used to, they are still doing things. Backdoors, and we are not getting to know about it. So there are chances of they having a peaceful election is very, very slim, because as it stands now, for me, the party is still divided. They're just trying to cover things out, but the party is still divided because they still believe that the party is solely behind one person and not all the aspiring candidates. So, peacefully, I see their hallelujah, glory be to God.
Glory be to God.
But it's a probability.
Right. Miss Regina, how relevant is Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo's endorsement for the primaries?
Okay. So I think it's very relevant. It's just the same as you looking up to someone bigger than you, and the person coming out to say, oh, what you are doing it in the right direction, you are doing good, you are doing that. And you know, sometimes when you want to behave unreasonable, just the person's endorsement alone, or the person coming out to say something about what you are doing alone, puts you on the right track for you not to deviate from what you are doing. So I feel like this endorsement is a very big deal for the MPP, because it will discipline them, it will set them on the right track and the right direction. Just imagine, he was once the president of Ghana.
Yes.
He was once the president of Ghana. 2026, so he was once the president of Ghana, and for him to come out to support his own party, mind you, it's different from someone being close to you and someone also coming out to to support you. Someone can be close to you but not support what you do, but not endorse what you do. So for him to come out to do this, first of, the MPP should take it serious. As I said, this should let them be on the right path. They shouldn't deviate from what they are doing. And also, you asked the question about the assurance of us making sure that this primaries or this election will be peaceful. Looking at the aspect of protocol, I learned they've taxed the Ghana Police Service that the only security operators,
yeah.
personnel who would be available that day.
Right.
This is not an election where we'll be seeing other private security, macho men in uniforms intimidating people. This is only for the Ghana Police Service to take control over. So I feel at that aspect, it is 100% secured. But when it comes to the individuals themselves, for that we can't assure, because we are to know what.
Sorry not to cut you. The individuals doesn't have to do with the delegates or
the delegates and also
right.
the aspirants themselves.
Right.
Kennedy Ejapon, Dr. Baumia, Kwabena Ejapon, Dr. Educhumen, the last person, Brian. See, as she said, they might sing or they might come to the front, or they might be on the front line as peaceful, but within, and mind you, that day would be a very hectic day, so any little trigger can cause mayhem. So for them personally, we can't vouch for them, so it's up to them to make sure that they respect what former President Nana Akufo-Addo has done for them.
Right. So I think during their previous primaries, we sort of had issues that they were not transparent. I think between Kennedy, Japan, and Baumia, they were like, oh, these people make sure that there was sort of like Kululu, and then Baumia had to take over. And so due to that, Kennedy, Japan wasn't able to win that particular primaries. What do you think that as a party and the committee chairing this whole primaries, what do you think they can do to ensure that transparency is key, so that at the end of the election we wouldn't hear the same backstory we used to hear, that Yewiem and I say Kululu Akum and now they did this for this, they did this for that, because transparency is very key. And I believe if they are transparent enough, we wouldn't be hearing such stories.
Okay, so my personal opinion, I think the transparency we are all preaching about should be a public transparency. We have private transparency where just a set of people can be in one corner and do whatever kululu we are talking about.
Yes.
But when it comes to the public transparency, you involve everyone on board. I am the Ablikmano 3-1. The same way they brought out transparency, make sure that they counted. And I think we were there when the woman jumped, then someone was like, no, you had this number.
Yeah.
So you had to go back and count again. It's all about public transparency, where you come out publicly and make sure that you just say, so kind of one by one, and make sure you take it one by one. Or even if you are supposed to order for a new lens, for a new lens, a big lens is the one you can zoom in.
Telephoto lenses.
And even if for Jina Kaneshi Kana or Jina, you can zoom in so that the person will see that this is what you are counting, this is what you are doing. So I think on my part it should be public transparency. Everyone should be involved. Whether you are non-political, whether you're a delegate or not a delegate, everyone should be involved.
Miss Debbie.
Yeah, so they said what is good for the goose is good for the gangster. So if you're doing something for A, you do for B. Don't
do for B.
make it seem as if you are supporting one person. Everywhere you go, there is someone who has more interest in one person than the other. But to let fairness prevail, physically you make it known that you are in for everybody, but within you are for one person. So for instance, we've seen a lot of members of parliament approving themselves or supporting one person. It's not bad, but I feel like it should be personal. Whether I support you or I support Q or Regina, it should be in my head. When I get to the ballot box, I know who to vote for, but it shouldn't be open. When you make it look so obvious, and then imagine a Tuafaso.
Hey, now I will not talk to you again.
So let's take this woman for instance, Adjusafo. When he openly declared that if Kennedy Japan wins, or say right. So imagine the table turns. Maybe Kennedy Japan do not even have that intention. The man can be so aggressive, but if you know him for yourself, maybe he's not that too much, or let's say too much aggressive. So when you make such a statement, and then when the table turns and he wins the flag bearer of the MPP. And I'm also because you've created that impression that Ottawa maybe on town. But as long as I gain the power, I know the people to work with and prevent myself not getting closer to some people, and all these things bring division. That is what the MPP party are not getting to identify. These things brings division. So I feel like it should be personal. And if once the second thing is, if the national television or the MPP, they have a platform, a media platform.
Yes.
If you are saying that their media platform is not used to stream campaigns of any of the aspirants, then it should be so. You shouldn't go streaming one aspirant campaign and all that, and then you don't stream the others. Definitely, me self cry, I'll feel like you are being biased. So you should be everybody, so that when you get to the ballot box, you know who to vote for, and then it ends there. So when you do that, it's going to happen. But when you feel like, well, you will still appoint this person or vote for the person. You keep preaching on peace, and still the party is dying inside.
It's dying inside. I think I agree with you on the point you made about some former MPs coming out to endorse the person they want to, vote for. It's sort of bringing division. I feel like it's unnecessary.
It's unnecessary. It's
not
yes.
Needed. Even if you want to the extent of them even organizing a press conference to give the endorsement to
and
one
they say things against the other. No, it's bad.
Right.
It's bad.
Anyways, we are just hoping for the best. May the best man win. Moving on. Ofori-Atta declines assistance from Ghana Embassy in the US in the absence of his lawyer. Former Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta has declined consular assistance from the Ghana Embassy in Washington, D.C. after he was detained by United States Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE. According to an official statement issued by Ghana's ambassador to the United States, Victor Emmanuel Smith, and dated January 10, 2026, the embassy moved quickly to verify the circumstances surrounding Mr. Ofori-Atta's detention once it became aware of the situation. After confirming the detention, embassy officials formally contacted the facility holding Mr. Ofori-Atta to request access to him and offer assistance in line with international diplomatic practice and the Vienna Convention on Consular Relations. However, the embassy said it was informed by U.S. authorities that Mr. Ken Ofori-Atta declined to meet assistance officers unless his lawyers were present. The embassy stressed that this was Mr. Ofori-Atta's personal decision and not a refusal by U.S. authorities to grant access. The statement added that the Ghana Embassy remains in contact with relevant U.S. authorities and is closely monitoring the situation to ensure that Mr. Ofori-Atta's rights and welfare are fully respected. While the embassy did not disclose the specific reasons for his detention, it noted that the matter is still under active engagement and that it would not comment on any possible legal proceedings in order to respect due process. Mr. Ofori-Atta's detention has attracted wide public and political attention in Ghana and among Ghanaians living in the United States, given his role as a former finance minister who oversaw major economic and fiscal reforms. The embassy has assured that it stands ready to provide assistance should Mr. Ken Ofori-Atta request assistance support at a later stage. So this is a new development to the case of Mr. Ken Ofori-Atta. He has been detained by immigration officers in the United States of America, and then he has rejected assistance from the embassy. As to why he had to do that, we don't know. Miss Debbie.
I see no reason why he should decline the calls of the consular, right? The consular assignment. So these people are there to help you. Okay, we all know the issue about Ken Ofori-Atta and all that. So definitely, you being detained is a call of concern. Everybody wants to know what the new development is. I think when they news popped out at first, everybody was thinking, oh, he was arrested. Yes, very soon he'll be
We were
back.
actually
Yes,
happy.
we were very happy. And I think yesterday I heard the Deputy Attorney General Srim Sai
I think that was on Saturday.
making a statement that very soon Ken Oforiatta will be back into the country, and they are making finding every possible means and ways, communicating with authorities in the US and ensuring that the right thing is being done. And then he also make a statement that I don't know, but he said Ken Oforiatta is there, and it looks as if his visa has been expired, or is fake or expired, or something of
what
that
I know
sort.
is been revoked.
So definitely he will be back into the country. No matter how he tried to prolong it, he will definitely come. So we are all waiting. But you see, the consular going there is just to help him out. Okay, you are a Ghanaian, then we have our representatives all over the country, all over the world. So when you get somewhere, then we find out that you are being charged, or you are being surrounded by issues or something, they have to come in and then show, because you're in a foreign land, you're not in Ghana, so they have to come in and then know what is going on. How can we help you? But I feel Ken Oforiatta thinks Yebefano. That is why he needs his lawyer to be around, and in a way he's right, because he can choose to attend to them or choose to decline. He said he needs his lawyer with them before he speak. Maybe he might end up saying something that the lawyer will tell him, you are not supposed to say this. So he needs the lawyer. The lawyer will talk on his behalf to avoid any misconception again. But then, in all, what we are looking for is that Ken Oforiatta is back into the country, and then the right thing is being done. You see, the saying that state you can run but you can't hide is very real. So he's running, but he can't hide. And definitely, Kalma is real. They will catch up with him very soon. All that we need is for him to get back into the country safely, and then the state will take it from there.
Very soon he'll be deported.
Right.
Why are you running? Like, why are you running? Just come down and come and answer the question.
Simple. You see, sorry, before you go to Regina, I think I saw a video where some members of parliament were, like, his own people are not rejecting him. I don't know whether you saw it. His own people were, even the MPP, some members of parliament
I think I read a comment
rejecting
from
him.
Marking that he will come back, he will come and answer the question, and you people still give him bail. They didn't need now, but money bail.
The chances of he being arrested, it's a
low.
50-50.
Yeah, for me, I don't believe in it. If indeed they want to take him on, they should prove it. Miss Shina, Ken Oforiatta is running again.
How is he running?
He wanted to extend his visa.
If you younger, you know, extent.
And wanted to be a full, citizen.
Okay, when it comes to Ken Oforiatta, I wouldn't say I'm tired of talking about his issue. But as an adult, one thing I've learned is to make sure that you take responsibility of your actions. And whatever you do, actions has consequences. So you would have to live up to it. When you run today, tomorrow you meet it face front. So you can't run away from your own actions, your own consequences. So just come and make sure that, the more you expedite this process, the more the good for you. Because the more delay doesn't mean it wouldn't come on. It will still come on. So whilst you are prolonging it, just calm down and make sure that you quicken the process yourself. Oh, maba, I'm saying, namoko. You are delaying it yourself, and at the end of the day, we might think that you'll be granted bail. You are going in and out of court each and every day. It has a mental stress on your own self. Sorry to bring this up. Look at Wuntumi, for example. We know Wuntumi to be a very lively and chubby person, like Nimuyeju, but Emreka Kra will court, but see how he has grown lean. So it's a mental stress on your own self. And also, to the consular access, it is his right to deny it. For that, it's understandable. No one has the right to say anything against it because I am right. It's the same as me being arrested by the Ghana Police Service or any other law enforcers without my lawyer being present. Why have you arrested me? What do you want to talk to me about? I want my lawyers to be present. You know, most of the times when Ghana Police Service or any security personnel arrest you, keep mute or whatever you say would be used against you in the court of law. Was somewhere na you go and say something you're not supposed to say, it will be used against you. Your lawyer is there, and mind you, he's also a lawyer himself. Hey, no.
I don't know about
No, sorry, I beg you. He's not a lawyer, but he's exposed to the law.
Yeah.
Anyone who is a parliamentarian knows. In fact,
they make the laws.
He's a law. Yes, he's a law himself because you have to go through the law school small, or you have to know something about the law before
and
you
even
can
the courses you learn of late, there is law attached to it.
So anyone who is exposed to the law can't be intimidated easily because onim the rights. I know my rights for no. Now, excuse me to so now omudi and some and you know once I can for they say yeah, but in a way I feel he should quicken the process of all this himself to make sure that at the end of the day something will not be used against him.
Ken Oforiatta, just calm down, we beg. Because all of this is quite embarrassing.
Very, very embarrassing.
You look at the issue and
very.
You think it's dying off, and then something just triggers it, and then it's up again, and you are in the news again.
Yes.
What are your children going to see?
You see, stressing your family as well.
Because he don't see it as stress. Because if he sees it as stress, I'm sure he would have been here without hesitation. Tamaklo, where is she now? She's also in the US, right?
She's also in the US.
As for her, she has been arrested and everything is there. I think they've imprisoned her for they've given
years
but
also.
only Ghana. And also Dinechi. So all this is like it's a whole lot. So Ken Oforiatta could have prevented this from the onset when there were calls, letters for him to come over for questionings and all that. If he should have presented himself, I'm not sure we would have been here by now. But he kept dragging his feet, and it's now on him. So he will carry the cross.
Right. So we are just expecting that in the coming months we will hear that Ken Oforiatta has landed in Ghana. Moving on to our last news story. Pensioners reject 10% SNIT adjustment, call for minimum living pension. So the Concerned SNIT Pensioners Forum has rejected the 10% pension increase announced by the Social Security and National Insurance Trust for 2026, calling it inadequate to meet the needs of retirees, especially low-income pensioners. In a statement issued on January 10th, 2026, the forum welcomed the increase but said it fails to protect pensioners from rising living cost and ongoing pensioner poverty. They are calling for a minimum monthly pension of 600 Ghana cedis and an average increase of 15% to 20% to restore the real value of pensions, which they say has been eroded over time. The CSPF also criticized inconsistencies in SNIT's communication about minimum pensions, noting conflicting statements regarding what new and existing pensioners would receive. They argue that percentage increases alone are insufficient without guaranteed minimum living pension, stressing that many retirees still struggle to afford food, medicine, and healthcare. The forum is urging a national dialogue involving SNIT, policymakers, organized labor, and civil society to establish a sustainable minimum pension framework, ensuring all retirees can live with dignity. So they are calling for an increase from 15% to 20%, at least every pensioner should be able to get 600 cedis. Formerly they received 400 cedis, but now they are pleading on SNIT that they increase it to 600 Ghana cedis, because as time goes by, the cost of living is going higher. So you don't expect to be paid 400 cedis. How do you live? I think that's unfair. Right, Miss Gina.
Yeah. So I think 10%.
Yeah.
A 10% increase sounds good in the ear until you sit down and do your maths.
Your calculations.
Looking at the economy where we are, I think 10% is then a bayo. That is like they adding like 40%, 40 Ghana cedis or something to it. Like you, let's say you are earning 300 cedis now. At the end of the almost a 10% increase. So the next paycheck will be like 340 cedis, 350 cedis. What are you using that for? As we said, looking at our economy, transport, it can skyrocket any day. Before leaving the house, you even do your calculations. So, oh, my transportation is 3 cedis. I'll eat this, I'll eat that. You then you tell you, oh no, the transportation is now 4 cedis. Now 1 cedi ababa. You go buy your food. You say, oh, sisi awache yetini say, sisi a salad nye 1 cedi we 3 cedis. You have no choice than to buy it. And also looking at our when it comes to our tariffs, electricity, water bills, I told that crowd there's nothing in your room, but these people are charging high. Into 10% no ebe more than we are now in 2026. We don't want any demonstration this year.
if old women were able to demonstrate against DDP, then you should tell me that
how much more
pension.
See, we should turn a new leaf, and it goes to all the organizations.
Yes.
They need to check it. You see, 31st, the way they go and pray.
New Year, old me.
Exactly. You see, someone was like, "Hey, Reggie, you're not changing." I said, "Oh, it's only the 5 that has changed. Though now it's 6, but the Regina, what am I changing for?" So please, we beg them. At least they should be considerate, and they should also go to if anything, work owners. I told them Mufio say 5%, 10%, 15%, 20%. No, it's something. We are not saying it's doing it. No, it's something, but it should go up some more. I told them someone calculated their air cost so Ghana ha. No more for being so even if it's 100%, do it 100%.
All right, Miss.
Okay, so let me take the private sector out and then focus on government, because in the government sector immediately you are being paid. The SNIT is already being deducted from your pay. So imagine you've worked your whole life 60, 70, 80 years and then you come back home, and you know sometimes they struggle to even get the pension on this cow. They struggle to even get that money, and sometimes the person will keep working and they'll just pass on without taking any amount of money. That is the struggle some pensioners go through. So if you're adding 10% is just like, so imagine you are taking 500 cedis a month. So 500 plus 500 multiplied by 0.10, that will give you 550, which means increment of 50 cedis. What the hell there? It's better you don't just add it. So it means you are paying the person 550 cedis, 50 cedis per and on the account. But we live in a very difficult times. Okay, we live in difficult times. Everything is too expensive. Living in Ghana is very expensive.
Very.
Let's no one deceive you. Okay, living here is very, very expensive. You buy almost everything. Living in Accra especially is very crazy. You when you want to ease yourself, and then you don't, where you are staying, they don't have, toilet facilities. Wherever you go, you pay for it. You pay for almost everything. And then because you pay for literally everything. So you see, the problem we have is that the salaries are not being increased, but the things that sustain you are being increased day in, day out. So example, the water tariffs are being increased. So then you go to buy a bag of rice at 10 cedis. The next day you go is 20 cedis. But you've been receiving say 500 cedis since 2020 and up to 2025, you are still receiving 500 cedis. But now motor on 10 cedis in 2023, it's now like 1.5 a bag. So how do you expect the person to live? It makes living so difficult and so tiring. And so that's why sometimes people be like, and the bag needs to a bit life here. Because they feel like you go but you don't really get what you're supposed to get. And then pensioners, as I said, you've spent 50 or 60 years of your life working, money being deducted. Hopefully, God being so good, you've been retired. Sikano so account 10%, and the mom count and what? Yes, because if you want to increase it, it should be something encouraging. As you said, maybe 100 cedis, 100%. It's good. Like last year, they said they want to increase wages of civil servant workers, and then 9%. They conclude on the rest of me why 9%.
It's hard. It's hard. So this is the cry of pensioners. We are just hoping that in the coming weeks we are going to hear something better. They are pleading that they should increase the percentage from 10% to maybe 15 or 20%, because the cost of living right now is quite hard and it's quite difficult. When it happens like that, living, buying food and even medicine will be a problem. Right. Thank you so much for joining us in the news headline review. Up next, we have Today in History with Miss Regina Bless.
Bringing you Today in History. Zanzibar Revolution Day in Tanzania. Tanzania commemorates the 1964 revolution that overthrew the Sultanate and its Arab-dominated government, establishing the People's Republic of Zanzibar, a pivotal moment leading to Zanzibar's union with Tanganyika to form modern Tanzania, symbolizing freedom, equality, and self-determination after British colonial rule. An earthquake kills 316,000 people in Haiti. A devastating 7.0 magnitude earthquake that struck Haiti on this day 2010, killing an estimated 316,000 people. According to the Haitian government official count, though figures vary, with other estimates lower. This massive quake, centered near the capital Port-au-Prince, also left 1.5 million homeless and caused immense damage, making it one of the deadliest natural disasters in history, resulting in a massive international relief efforts. Anglo-Zulu War officially began when British forces under Lieutenant General Lord Chelmsford crossed the Tugela River and invaded the Zulu Kingdom at 3 different points. The war was a pivotal event in the history of South Africa and the British Empire. It's sparked by the British High Commissioner for Southern Africa, Sir Henry Battle, who had issued an ultimatum to the Zulu king that he knew would be refused. The most notable conflict of the war, the Battle of Island Wana, occurred just 10 days later. Moving on to some observances. Coming of Age Day. Many cultures celebrate the transition from childhood to adolescence with a coming of age ceremony. These celebrations look different, but all celebrate the increased responsibility and rights in their families and communities, dedicated to celebrating and encouraging young people as they enter adulthood. National Clean Off Your Desk Day. encouraging people to declutter and organize their workspaces for better productivity and focus in the new year, often finding old items, gems, and buried papers during the process. It's a day to tackle physical clutter, discard unnecessary items, and organize digital files, and create a calmer and more efficient environment. Stick to your New Year's resolution day, serving as a mid-January reminder and motivation boost for people whose initial enthusiasm for their resolution might be fading. Some people's own has already faded, offering a chance to recommit with strategies like setting smaller goals, tracking progress, finding a body, and planning for setbacks to make changes last. Lastly, Work Harder Day encourages people to increase their efforts, push beyond comfort zones, and focus on achieving goals by working more diligently and smartly, not just longer, for greater success and personal growth. It's about intentional efforts, finding motivation, mastering challenging tasks, and developing discipline to improve productivity and reach potential, whether at work or in personal pursuits, whether necessarily leading to burnout. And that's all for today on Today in History and some global observances, live on GhanaTalks Breakfast Show.
Thank you so much, Miss Regina Bless, for Today in History and some observances of the day. She mentioned that if your New Year resolution has faded, please, Shiny Blue, bring it back to life.
I don't know.
Debbie's Girl.
Welcome to Debbie's Grill, where we talk about issues that matter to the state, void of politics, fear, or favor. The Center for Democratic Movement says persistent insecurity and selective accountability have weakened public confidence in governance 1 year into President John Dramani Maham's presidency. In its January 2026 assessment, Center for Democratic Movement pointed to prolonged conflict in Boku, which has resulted in periodic violence, loss of life, and destruction of properties as evidence of the state's failure to fully protect citizens. The group also criticized the frequent use of nollie prosecutor and the selective discontinuation of high-profile cases, warning that perceived tolerance for impunity erodes trust in the rule of law, while acknowledging relative exchange rate stability and attempt at national dialogue. Center of Democratic Movement concluded that President Mahamad's first year has been marked by missed opportunities, urging him to reset his approach to governance and place the welfare of ordinary Ghanaians at the center of policy decision. So this is the assessment coming from the Center for Democratic Movement. President Mahama has been in office for 1 year, and then a lot of people have assessed his performance. Last week, Thursday, we ourselves were on ground, and then we spoke to some Ghanaians, and they told us what they have seen. Now, the first year of the president, to me, has been good. The CD has been stabilized. We saw a lot of nuisance taxes that was scrapped. The e-levy was scrapped. The betting tax was scrapped. COVID levy was scrapped off. All these levies were being paid. We paid every day. We paid levies on that, but we do not see it used. The e-levy, for instance, we were told it will be used in massive development, especially in road constructions, building of schools, and a whole lot. When it comes to the COVID levy was actually brought on board to help sort issues in our health sectors, build health infrastructures, and ensure that problems or challenges being faced in the health sectors are being solved. I mean, when we come to the betting tax, we know our investors who complain that they bet and then they earn a little and they have to pay more than what they earn. And so the betting tax was also scrapped. We saw 20% 24-hour economy being brought on board to ensure that people are employed. Although with that, we still have 50% of people who are not yet employed, and we are going to talk about that. So when you take this government, you could see that they've done their best. They've totally done their part. And as usual, any government that comes into power use 1 year to settle the debt, mistakes of previous administration, and then going forward, they start with their own agenda, and then they ensure that they do what they promise the people. Now, one of the most important thing that everyone was looking onto for this government to do, which in a way everyone feels so disappointed, was corruption. And it was mentioned. High profile cases that saw no light of day. Cases that was brought into parliament, and after that, was brought to court, and then after that it was rubbished. We didn't see where it ended. Now, yesterday I was listening to the chair of Yoko, Dr. Yao Domelevo, former Auditor General. And then he said something that really touched my heart. He said, if somebody has looted from the state and you want to take the money, it should be in double folds. If the person have looted like 1 million from the state and you want to take that from the person, it should be ×3 of that. After you've taken that from the person, you still jail the person. You don't allow the person to go scot-free. But when you take the money, well, it is true we are interested in the money, but after we've taken the money, what laid down procedures are we putting in place to ensure that such occurrences do not repeat itself again? That is what we are lacking. And he was clarifying the role of oral. We saw President Mahama bringing Operation Recover All Loot and a whole lot, but we are not really feeling their impact. And according to him, he said about 200 cases were rubbish. They said it has no vivid evidence. They are not into investigation. What they do is that the problem is being brought onto their table, and then they ensure that what is being brought or what is being given to them is nothing but the truth, and then they hand it over to the Attorney General, and then he takes it from there. And so the prosecution and everything will be done after the Attorney General verifies and ensure that whatsoever was brought to his decks by oral is exactly what it is. And as it stands now, what is the main purpose of the oral? The main purpose of the oral is what we are being told is that these people are being taken on. And we know people have looted from the state. But as it stands now, no one has been arrested. We've not heard of anything. And so we want to assess the government. And it's 1 year in government or being a president. Yes, the city has been stabilized. Are we really feeling the impact? We are feeling the impact, but not too well. This is what people are saying out there. The city has been stabilized. That is very true. And in a way, much more better than what we used to experience. But when it has to do with high-profile cases like corruption, no. We've had a lot of people that have looted from the state. And so going forward, we are hoping that these people are brought to book, and then steps are being put in place that such occurrences do not happen again. Now, when we take conflict, for instance, Boko conflict has been in existence for so long. And I think the president did his best. Asante Hind came in and then ensured that they spoke to these people to settle matters and promote peace. The conflict was not only in Boko. Some other places, there were also conflicts. And as I speak to you, some places are still under curfew. And sometimes you ask yourself whether you have a leader who really thinks about you. Because trust me, these people do not have the guns, the money to purchase those guns and all that. There are people behind it. Who are those people? How do we lay hold of them? How do we prevent such occurrences from happening? And so as I said, moving forward, we are expecting a lot from the president. A lot, especially on corruption cases. how do we prevent it? Because for us to develop as a country, we need money, we need resources, and we have it. But how well do we manage it? We need to develop. Now we are exiting IMF, and that is a big plus to us as a country. But we need to put things in place so we don't get stranded at a place and then we've changed our mindset and no, we still want to go to IMF. That's money I saw about 1.4 billion has been paid to some people that we owe. Yes, the energy sector. It should tell you that Ghana, we are improving. We are thinking to be independent and not to be dependent on other countries. And that is basically why they are fighting Gold Board. They are saying our Gold Board has made losses. But I took my time personally to read it. We made about 96 or so revenue out of that. Profit, 96 million, 96, 94. I stand to be corrected. It should tell you that we are resetting our mindset. Because if you want to improve, if you want to make something good out of yourself, it starts from here, your mind. If you reset your mind, automatically it reflects in your being. It reflects in your whatever you do. Because the mind has already been reset that there is nothing like failure. It is success and that is it. And so you also make sure you discipline yourself and not to fall into traps that will prevent you from achieving that. And so Ghana, trust me, we are doing well. But the little things that will become a hindrance, let's make sure we uproot it. And people that will tend to satanic thorns in the flesh of the progress of this country, we need to take them out. People who have ordained themselves to steal from the state, we need to take them out. Because if we don't take them out, it's going to help us as a country. The president has a very massive vision. And for that vision to come to pass, we are all supposed to work together. And to the president, Mr. President, in your first year, you've done well. But we are hoping to see more. We are expecting more. Most especially, corruption-related cases. People who are involved in it arrested, money being retrieved, ×2 of that being retrieved. And that is going to serve as an scapegoat to others. Thank you for making time with me on Debbie's Grill.
Thank you so much, Miss Debbie, for that girl. And thank you, too, for joining us in the first segment of the Ghana Talks Breakfast Show. It's almost time for the news. We'll be going for the news shortly. And right after the news, we'll be coming up with the second segment. Please stick and stay with us.
Are you ready to amplify your business or brand's reach and make a meaningful impact in Ghana and beyond? Partner with Ghana Talks Radio today to connect with a diverse audience across Ghana and beyond. Elevate your brand through on-air promotions and social media. Boost your brand during prime time. With Ghana Talks Radio, you can extend your reach across digital platforms. Ghana Talks Radio is not just a station, it is a community hub where your brand becomes part of the conversation. Join us in fostering connections, celebrating culture, and making a lasting impression. For customized sponsorship packages and enquiries, email contact@GhanaTalksRadio.com or call +233 202 544614. Ghana Talks Radio, giving the youth a voice.
What do you want for breakfast? How do you want your breakfast?
English breakfast, French fries. Koko nikosi, alo komi kesheto. Wache.
Well, Gobe is the real deal.
Join us on Ghana Talks Radio. Let's serve you a buffet of breakfast.
From news headlines review, current affairs to social issues.
Entertainment, sports, and all the trending stories live on our mobile app and across all socials from Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 10 a.m.
With me, Pakwesi Omare,
Regina Bliss,
Deborah Adoso,
and I am Esinal Fiagbedu. This is Ghana Talks Breakfast Show.
We bring you local news, business news, international, sports, and entertainment news. Right here on GTR.
Welcome to the morning news update on Ghana Talks Radio. Coming up, Chair of Economic and Organized Crime Office Yoko clarifies Operation Recover All Loot Committee's scope on investigation. Parliament pays tribute to late Ayawaso East Member of Parliament Mahama Nassau Ture. Bono East Assembly empowers over 60 persons with disabilities. Ghana National Fire Service vows to crack down on prank callers. Also coming up, government in talks with investors for 5,000 housing units for Ghana Armed Forces. These and many more coming up your way shortly. The chairman of Economic and Organized Crime Office Board, Daniel Yao Domelevo, has clarified the primary role of Operation Recover All Loot initiative. According to him, ORA was purported to receive complaints about alleged financial mismanagement and not corruption-related cases. He emphasized the need for legal reforms to strengthen Operation Recover All Loot effectiveness and ensure accountability.
The committee's mandate was simply to receive complaints, and we received more than 2,000 complaints. A lot of them were chaff. We threw them away. There were a lot of garbage, which for some of them, it was not any wrongdoing. It was like you belong to a certain party or you belong to a certain group. That is why we are complaining about you. So those, we threw those garbage away, and what we submitted to Attorney General was on the surface of the evidence we had received. To us, we thought those can be investigated and possibly prosecuted. Whereas the focus is on recovering the loot. If you remember, prior to the elections, the promise of the president and the NDC was also that they were going to jail the looters. It was not only recovering the loot. I remember even the president made some promise like that. Yes, we will recover. I personally, my focus or my preference is recovering the loot plus taking something in addition. For instance, you can't take 10 million and we collect 10 million from you and say you are scot-free. No. Whereas I'm one of the people who do not really subscribe to jail sentence. If you take 10 million, we take 20 million from you, or 15 million. At least we must get something more from you. And all this cannot easily be done if we maintain the current legal framework. That is my argument. And that is where I am not seeing it as hot as it should be. Even if we had not jailed anybody yet, even if we have not even started prosecuting a lot of people, but the legal framework has been changed to signal that you can't play with our money anymore. If you go into public office, you declare your assets. If we get to know that you have acquired assets beyond your means, you are going to be jailed or you are going to be prosecuted. I think this brings about deterrence, and that will be fantastic. But however, let me also be quick to say that the recovery of the loot is very important, but not as important as preventing the loot. And that is where I think government so far has done very well in not suffering any scandal as at now. But it will be better to also add the legal framework, changes in the legal framework, so to bring about the necessary deterrence that we expect.
Parliament has paid tribute to the late Mahama Nassau Ture, a former Member of Parliament for Ayawaso East, praising his distinguished service to the nation. The accolade was delivered by First Deputy Speaker Bernard Ahiafo during the funeral rite held at the National Mosque in Accra. The late Member of Parliament, who served 4 terms, was remembered for his commitment to community development.
Honorable Nassau Ture was a diligent committee man. He served with distinction on several committees, most notably Committee on Energy, Committee on Roads and Transportation, House Committee, and the Committee on Private Members' Bill and Private Members' Motion. He was known for his meticulous preparation during committee meetings. He did not just attend, he was active at committee meetings. His contributions often centered on value for money audit and ensuring that the government contracts serve the best interests of the taxpayer. His contributions in committee meetings were marked by thorough preparations, insightful analysis, and a focus on practical, evidence-based solutions. He listened more than he spoke, but when he did speak, his colleagues listened.
The Bono East Assembly has empowered over 60 persons with disabilities. Items including wheelchairs, fridges and fufu pounding machines were distributed to support their livelihoods. The items were donated as part of the Assembly's Common Fund disbursement with the aim of improving the socio-economic well-being of persons with disabilities in the region. The Bono Regional Chairman of Persons with Disability, Mr. Kwenote, expressed gratitude to the government while appealing for further assistance.
Mampeni yentia medika ndi asidama no se oba ye common fund no wapedemu njama kwata mienu na yedika nya aye no ebi aba betomu a na abeso se womo de adesrede any applications aba no ye hwe na ye pe bibi eso masene pe ade a womo ade ba se womo hwe no anu nti se no hu bibi sa na ye nuanu mu a womo di dam a womo ntimi nya adwuma se de ye adwuma no abanhye o se ye so wo masene no na ya show masne na assembly no ya ndameda no ye yenhyehyɛ sɛ de be ya wo mo center kora no a ya si ama wo mu no ye de e be pemfidie ne nneɛma ba mu a wo mo epese esua adwuma no betumi asua adwuma ene ebinya deep freezers ebinya fidie a ye de yam fifuo ene banche emwale ebi nso ska adisode ba se wo hia startup capital ska wo mo de be hye egadi ase ebi nso de school fees ebi nso de medical bills wo mo ko ayaresabia ebi epeska kwa ayaresabia akutua wo mo kan ne niama nti ya ye ni ye de abo wo mo se de be ya wo mo bejae akwanso asresre asoda mu ne mosques be hu na wo mo awura ho na aiso mo sreska bibia eni wo mo nti akwanya ye abai ye boye ho mo de se sa asrasre no ebi nkoso wo district yi mu enuanu mu a wo mo adidam no mi gidi se yenso ye gi wo mo dwuma soronko e wo parliament ene wo mo at disability caucus in parliament yenso ye no mota edinsa wo so yene Ghana Federation of Disabilities any wo mo other organizations na wo mo wo hono nyina no edinsa wo so se na be ya wo mo act no a ene aya outdated no a wo see sign Revised Act no ye di hu dwuma de ne e bo ho pa ye se enche biara sa act no de ba parliament a ebetumi a review act no ama e de no ma bebre agumu a be tumi aboa disability wo mo asitena emu e wo education amomasua mu e wo mo agadi mu ne wo mo access to public facilities a nyina no emse ya na entumi emmo wo mo kasi bebre
afi bia e be koso ayeden aye as to when I be receive application and I say time yen sabeka common fund bia no PWD almost is benya da ebeja omho de bia e be fa era DC so net nya boama PWDs no mo saka omocha.
The Ghana National Fire Service has cautioned to take action against individuals making prank calls to its emergency lines. According to them, the service receives around 2,000 prank calls daily, with some callers reportedly using voices of female call center agents for inappropriate purposes. To avoid hindrances of service inability, the Ghana National Fire Service affirmed its tireless effort to penalize offenders.
Sir, in Fimi and Seni, Afibia need to record the 1.2 million prank calls. Na America Cranny Bear free last year, Okono. The son say a year and 2 more prank calls. It's so at year free 1.2 million. Eba last year 600 over 600,000. Sisia Meno Kase Asat September 2025. So at a little over 500,000. Until Sotia netted. So numbers no a idea a was sebi se egya bi ɛmba waso ɛyɛ akwanhyia bi ɛnsi ma nkɔpie so anaasɛ obi nkɔtɔ nsuom obi nkɔka abansoro so obi nan nkɔka gata so nsamso ne bi na nhunu sɛ ɛwɔ sɛ ɔfrɛ na yɛbɛtumi boa wa mɛsrɛ saa bere no na ɔsɛ ɔfrɛ mɛmfa nni agorɔ ɛnka nkyerɛ sɛ wopɛ ayi sɛbi mobile credit sɛbi yɛnyɛ ayi mobile anaasɛ telco anaa telephone company obi koraa tumi frɛ sɛ ɔne ne yere abɔdwe ɛɛhye obi wɔ wɔn nso so a ebi a yɛmbaa no ɛpeke a na agya ɔse wɔn pɛ ɛne nneɛma ɛtete saa megye di sɛ saa nneɛma yi ɛnhyɛ nkura ne ɛmmoa nti yɛn nyinaa yɛmmoa na yɛngyae saa su ne ban no a ɛmmoa ma sɛ obi hia yɛn a bi wɔbɛfrɛ a na ɛmba no na kyerɛ sɛ obi gyina so bi a na saa berɛ no ɔde nhoma no di agorɔ ɛno nti na management koraa yɛ sɛ yɛde technology ɛbɛba na ɛbɛboa yɛn sɛ obi frɛ no ɔde nhoma no di agorɔ a yɛbɛtumi yɛhu ne location na yɛtumi akɔkyere no na yɛtumi de no gyina Ghana mmara no a yida sɛ wɔbɛdam abosomi nsia anaasɛ yɛbɛbɔ ɔka over 120 penalty units anaasɛ yɛbɛka ne nyinaa bom na yɛde ama na yɛnsɛnda hɔ yɛde ama afoforɔ nti yɛbɛsrɛ grand course moma yɛntwa so na mmom ɔhaw ne ba na yɛafrɛ odumgyafoɔ ɛwɔ 112 mɛsrɛ nso sɛ baabi a woteɛ no fire station ɛbɛn wɔ no bɔ mmɔden sɛ wobɛkɔ hɔ na wakɔkɔgye wɔn direct number no because ebi ana wobɛfrɛ national emergency na ɛso ayɛ so engage na wokɔɔ no ntumi mba ba wowɔ direct number no deɛ wofrɛ a ntɛm paa bɛtumi akɔ na waba abɛyɛ wɔn mmoa nti mɛsrɛ paa awofoɔ no ɛnhwɛ wontu wɔn mma no fo na mpanimfoɔ no nso asɛbi wɔtua school fees wɔ han dan na wɔtua nkanea ne nsuo buɔ no nso no wɔnhwɛ na anyammerɛ nsɛm a wɔyɛ ɛde tia yɛn fa prankɔs no nso wɔnhwɛ na wɔngyae.
To address long-standing accommodation deficit within the Ghana Armed Forces, government is in discussions with international investors to develop a 5,800-unit housing project for Ghana Armed Forces. The project, spread across 7 military barracks nationwide, will include 2-bedroom and 3-bedroom housing units. Simon Fund and Eli Ghana Limited are partnering to finance the project with an initial investment of 50 million. The managing director of Simon Fund in an interview says the construction is expected to begin few months pending agreement finalization.
Because we have partnered with Eli Ghana to work on a housing project for the Ministry of Defense, and we're very happy to be here for the first time to hopefully finalize the completion of our agreement and to proceed with the investment. We are currently raising a lot of capital in order to make sure the development goes as planned. It's a sizable investment with a great number of housing, as you know, and we are going to comply with the conditions of the Ministry of Defense, of course. Well, we're looking to inject initially about 50 million equivalent USD, and of course that will be expanded according to certain milestone and phases which are required by the project. But basically we're here to make sure the project goes from initialization to completion and to provide all the necessary capital that's required.
We're now going into the proper discussions. We know it's about military housing, and as the government has indicated, they're using several approaches to handle the deficiencies that we have in terms of accommodation and other facilities, and this is one of such approaches. And so as they have arrived, serious discussions will commence and the details will be finalized, and I think in due course we'll come out to let the public know what the whole arrangement is about.
As a firm, we are here to help the military hopefully solve the deficits, the housing deficits. We will be partnering with Sino-Am, they are the financiers of the project, alongside with the Ghana Armed Forces and the Ministry of Defense.
Director of Communications for Baumia campaign, Dennis Miracle Abuaje, has expressed concern over the rising cost of living in the country. He described the situation as a reverse rather than a reset, citing increased utility and education costs that strain households despite falling inflation. According to him, the disconnect between improved macroeconomic indicators and everyday cost of living is raw and worsening.
If this is a reset, then we are in trouble. The People's Forum and the view of the people, as you can see, is that we are not seeing a reset. We are seeing a reverse. Initially, we had a reset, then we saw a reverse, and other people are upset. Upset because never have we seen inflation drop in this manner. Never have we seen dollar drop in this manner, and yet cost of living keeps rising. That's a problem. And so if you look at the theme for this engagement, one thing runs true. There's a disconnect between the policies as the government is touting and the evidence as you feel in the lives of the people. And this is real. And it's something that we need to talk about. Something that we all need to. We are not saying it to ruffle the government. We're only saying it for the government to input it into their discussions in cabinet and in their boardrooms. Now listen, if I'm a teacher and I come from Dodowa and you give me a 9% increase, and today I am spending more on, talk about the baseline, electricity, water, school fees, hostel fees, then it's a problem. It's a problem. And the increase is not just within the model of the inflation that you speak about. I have seen my electricity go up by 28%. It makes nonsense of every inflation coming down from 23 to 5%. It makes complete nonsense of it. You understand? And that is what the people are talking about. If you listen to the women, listen to the taxi driver, they tell you that the indicators are true. They are not lies, but they are not reflecting in our lives. And that for me, having dollar come to 10 and inflation come to 5 is only the means to a particular destination. That destination we are not getting there, and that's what we want the government to look at and do something about.
In business, government short-term securities continued to attract strong investor interest last week, enabling the Treasury to raise 1.51 billion above its target at the latest auction. Data from the Bank of Ghana shows that investors submitted 9.10 billion in bids across 91 days, 182 and 364 days treasury bills, of which 9.8 billion was accepted. This resulted in excess demand of 29.41%, marking the 7th consecutive auction in which demand has exceeded the government target. Market analysts attribute the sustained appetite largely to improve liquidity conditions in the financial system, driven mainly by institutional investors. The 91-day Treasury bill remained the most attractive instrument, drawing bids worth 6.54 billion, almost of which 6.53 was accepted. The 182-day bill recorded bids of 1.6 billion, with 1.5 taken up, while 364-day bill attracted 1.50 billion in bids, of which 1.49 was accepted. Yields rose across most maturities, reflecting the strong demand environment. The 91-day bill increased by 6 basis points to 11.17% from 11.11%, while the 182-day bill also rose by 6 basis. However, 364-day bill backtrend, easing marginally by 3 basis points to 12.90% from 12.93%. Analysts attributed this slightest decline to pricing dynamics between investors and the Treasury. They noted that as some investors are submitting bids above the government's preferred yields level in an attempt to secure higher compensation, the Treasury, on the other hand, appears to be rejecting these higher price bids in order to manage manage borrowing costs, leading to yield compression at the longer end of the short-term curve. Looking ahead, the Treasury is targeting 7.14 billion at its next auction across 3 short-term instruments as it continues to leverage favorable market demand to meet its financing needs. Still on business news, the Ministry of Finance's government has decisively resolved Ghana's crippling energy sector debt, describing the move as a major step in restoring financial stability and international confidence. In a statement released on Monday, January 12, the ministry stated that as of December 31st, the John Mahama administration had repaid a total of 1.47 billion to rescue and reset the energy sector. According to the statement, President Mahama assumed office in January 2025. The sector was on the brink of collapse due to years of non-payment for gas supplied to the power sector from offshore Cape 3 Point. The situation had led to the complete depletion of 500 million World Bank partial risk under the previous administration. The partial risk guaranteed, established in 2015, was a key safeguard, enabled nearly 8 billion in private sector investment through the Sankofa gas project by guarantee payment to partners, and vital in the event of payment shortfalls. The ministry said the government has now fully repaid 597.15 million, including interest drawn on the World Bank guarantee, restoring the facility in full and reaffirming Ghana's credibility with international partners. Between January and December 2025, the government also settled all outstanding gas invoices owed to Enin and Vito, amounted to approximately 480 million, ensuring Ghana is fully up to date on its obligations to the Sankofa partners. In addition, the ministry disclosed that the government paid about 393 million in legacy debt to independent power producers, IPPS, in 2025, following the successful renegotiations of all IPP agreements to secure better value for money. Payments made to the independent power producers included 120 million to Car Powership Ghana, 59.4 million to Sen Power Generation, 54 million to Sanon Asogli, 42 million to Eli Power, 38 million to Twin City Energy, 30 million to AXA Energy, 30 million to Senate Energy, 10.56 million to BXC Company, and 8.82 million to Menergy Technology. The ministry stated that the government has also engaged upstream partners, including Tello Oil and Jubilee Field partners, to agree on a roadmap that ensures full payment for gas supplied, support reliable electricity generation, and boost industrial growth. It added that increased gas production has been achieved through these engagements aimed at reducing reliance on expensive liquid fuels. The Finance Ministry assured the public and industry stakeholders that adequate budgetary provisions have been made to sustain timely payment going forward, stressing that the era of uncontrolled energy sector debt accumulation has ended. To sports, Antion Semenyo has announced his arrival at the Etihad Stadium in devastating fashion, securing a man of the match performance as Manchester City called the record for an FA Cup victory with a 10-1 demolition of Exeter City. The Ghanaian international, who recently joined the Citizens in a high-profile 64 million, silenced critics of his price tag with a masterclass in direct attacking and clinical efficiency. In a game that felt more like an exhibition than a competitive cup tie, Semenyo proved to be the creative heartbeat of a second-half surge that left the League One side shell-shocked. Entrusted with a starting role by the City coaching staff, Semenyo's integration into the world's most sophisticated tactical system appeared seamless. The forward's tactics told the story of a player who had spent years rather than days under the club's leash. He recorded a staggering 91% pass completion within the opposition's half, a feat rarely achieved by a debutant in a front three role. The breakthrough for Semenyo's personal tally began with a moment of vision, delivering a pinpoint across that allowed Rico Lewis to slot home City's fifth. Not content with just an assist, Semenyo later turned goal scorer, latching onto a defense-splitting through ball from fellow new arrivals. With Pep Guardiola's trusted lieutenant, Pep overseeing the touchline for this cup fixture, the assistant coach was effusive in his praise for the Ghanaians' tactical discipline and physical output. He highlighted that Semenyo's willingness to chase and press from the front is exactly the high-intensity profile the club sought when they triggered his release clause earlier this month. The 10-1 scoreline serves as a terrifying warning to the rest of English football as Manchester City advances to the next round of the FA Cup. For Semenyo, the Dream Start provides the perfect platform as the club's attention pivots towards silverware. The Black Stars forward is now expected to be a central figure in City's upcoming Carabao Cup semi-final showdown against Newcastle United. If his debut performance is any indication, the St James Park faithful will have a significant task on their hands to contain City's newest attacking weapon. In showbiz, Ghanaian rapper Kofi Mole has triggered a storm in the entertainment industry after bluntly declaring Ghana's music lacks a clear global identity, a statement that has split opinion among artists, industry players and fans. In an interview, he questioned the sound of Ghanaian music and the culture and pride driving the industry's decisions. Kofi Mole argued that Ghana's biggest mistake was abandoning Azonto too quickly, insisting the genre was the country's strongest chance at establishing a globally recognized sound. His comments have reignited debate about why Ghana, despite its influence, has failed to secure a defining global sound in line with Nigeria's Afrobeat. The rapper's remarks were widely interpreted as a swap at industry gatekeepers whom he accused of allowing pride, impatience and trend chasing to override cultural preservation. He added that the lack of unity within the industry has left artists disconnected, weakening Ghana's ability to compete globally. On some global updates, the Trump administration has said it will send hundreds more federal officers days after the death of a woman who was shot by U.S. Immigration and Custom Enforcement agents in the city. Homeland Security Secretary told Fox News that hundreds more will be sent to the area. Protests against immigration enforcement have been held in cities across the United States after a 37-year-old Renelle Nicole was shot in her car on Wednesday. The Trump administration says the agent acted in self-defense. Local officials insist the woman posed no danger. The WEM said the officers who arrived today and cautioned actions would be taken if people try to obstruct their work. Protested guarded on Saturday with anti-ICE protests also taking place elsewhere in the United States. Police estimated tens of thousands of people attended the Immigration Custom Enforcement out of the Minnesota rally and march. Jacob Fresh said the protest was peaceful. Meanwhile, the police confirmed 31 people had been arrested after protests on Friday and Saturday. The Minneapolis mayor added that the city's local law enforcement were outnumbered by the number of immigration custom enforcement agents and beyond. On Sunday, Senator Tina Smith, a Democrat, accused the Trump administration of trying to cover up the shooting. In a statement, White House spokesperson Abigail Jackson accused Smith of intense deception. And that's how we end it on the morning news update for now. I will be back with subsequent news bulletin later in the afternoon. Until then, do have a good morning. I am Deborah Adoso.
Are you ready to amplify your business or brand's reach and make a meaningful impact in Ghana and beyond? Partner with GhanaTalks Radio today to connect with a diverse audience across Ghana and beyond. Elevate your brand through on-air promotions and social media. Boost your brand during prime time. With GhanaTalks Radio, you can extend your reach across digital platforms. GhanaTalks Radio is not just a station, it is a community hub where your brand becomes part of the conversation. Join us in fostering connections, celebrating culture, and making a lasting impression. For customized sponsorship packages and enquiries, email contact@GhanaTalksRadio.com or call +233 202 544614. GhanaTalks Radio, giving the youth a voice.
What do you want for breakfast? How do you want your breakfast?
English breakfast, French fries.
Koko Nikosi, alo komi kesheto.
Wache.
Well, Gobe is the real deal.
Join us on Ghana Talks Radio. Let's serve you a buffet of breakfast.
From news headlines review, current affairs to social issues.
Entertainment, sports, and all the trending stories live on our mobile app and across all socials from Monday to Friday 7 a.m. to 10 a.m.
With me, Pakwesi Omare,
Regina Bliss,
Deborah Adoso,
and I am Esinal Fiagbedu. This is Ghana Talks Breakfast Show.
Ghana Talks Radio, UK, Abrochimemu, era from Ghana Muha at the sound system, which is spinning machine papa, a free amana never be good among Ghana Muha. It is a year, we engagement, we wedding, we birthday party. Political parties are more rally, some way, sorry, more crusade. So we'll book carnival or any kind of event. Now we'll pay spinning machine papa a boy sound in the moon at the dia and you may come for GTR sounds at the MAO. Your live band in so I would tone sa at the frame ya ye beat me abababua. Ama ujumedia woody and so at me I come up. Yawa enkan popuni mantemo anya aponchi hotel a hope pepe ena yebutu odi ane se wo be frɛ empanifo ɛwɔ 0546960510 GTR sounds emu de angaza.
Occasion demands the company of good music that fits the purpose. At GTR Sounds, we understand your need to create just the right atmosphere for your wedding or engagement, party, funeral, crusade, political campaign or rally, or just any other event, as well as executive and corporate functions. With our modern and high-quality spinning machines, mixers, microphones, and power amplifiers, binary speakers, and subs, we offer the highest of sound quality and music play at events and functions. At GTR Sounds,
We have a team of seasoned and highly experienced sound engineers who understand just the right choice of music for your event. Locate our studios at Aponchi Hotel in Anya or call our numbers 054-8522-897 or 027-3363-973. You can also reach via our email sounds@GhanaTalksRadio.com. At GTR Sounds, we take care of your event.
Good morning to you once again, wonderful listeners of Ghana Talks Radio. You are live right here with us on your favorite online radio station. We are streaming on all social media platforms. You can join us on Instagram at Ghana Talks Radio, on YouTube at Ghana Talks Radio, on Facebook at Ghana Talks Radio as well. You are welcome to the second segment of the Ghana Talks Breakfast Show right here on Ghana Talks Radio. And as you know it, on the second segment, we come along with knowledgeable guests, an insightful topic that they are going to share their informed perspectives and dive into the issues. Good morning to you once again, and Happy New Year to you. And I must say that this morning I'm elated to be having Mr. Moses Saki, the NPP, please forgive me, NDC Communications team member right here in the studio. And we're going to be diving into the main issues this morning. Good morning to you, Mr. Saki.
Morning. Good morning.
How are you doing?
By the grace of God, I'm fine. You?
I'm good. Okay. Happy New Year.
Many happy returns.
How has it been so far?
Oh, so far so good. And it's been God since day one.
Right.
Because we are all seeing what God is doing for us in our daily lives. We started with so many friends, family members,
right.
But here are we now. It takes His grace, His mercy for us to be awake and to work for Ghana and to also get something to do for ourselves. So if you ask that, I want to say that God is the one doing everything for us.
Yeah.
Sure.
We bless God for that. Sure. Yeah. We're actually in a new year.
Yeah.
So what are you looking forward to for this year?
Oh, for this year, what I want to say is that we've started on a good point. Yeah, definitely we are dealing with human beings. We're not going to get everything perfect. But with God, everything will be possible. Not those possibilities of that so-called MPP party. Yes. So God is going to start with us. You know, since day one, and JM is trying to reset whatever I want to do.
Right.
You see, so as an administration or as a government spokesperson, or let me say political spokesperson, what I want to say is that God is the one going to lead us through this 2026.
Right.
God is doing this his own thing.
Yeah.
We also, as individuals, as a citizen of this country, we also have a duty to perform. Nothing but the truth. And also, when you are speaking the truth, don't fear, don't panic, just be bold, and whatever it is, just say the truth. You understand me? Yeah. Since we've started, good news are always coming, but it takes you and I to be able to get that good news confirmed. You understand me? So we are all hoping for nothing but the best this 2026.
Right. Thank you so much. So on the side of the government, what are you hoping for this year?
Oh, if you ask me what we are hoping for, I think since last year it has been good. Even though so many things occurred, because we came to meet a mess country. You understand me? The past administration was very, very bad, and we started on a good note. You understand me? So this year we're going to continue. We're going to continue. There's nothing new which is going to occur. There are some of the policies that we promised Ghanaians. Last year we were able to confirm some, and we are going to continue. Yes, people are going to give us pressure. And when I was listening to your ladies here talking about the SNAIT, 10% additional, and some of them were saying, say, it is not like important.
It's inadequate.
Yes, definitely. We are not going to get everything as soon as possible. You understand me? It is a gradual process. It is a gradual process. So this year, I'm expecting the NDC administration led by His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, who is currently out of the country. You understand me? We are expecting more research in all corners, from the east, west, south, and north. And you and I can testify. When I saw your ladies on TikTok, on Facebook yesterday, they were at Circle. I don't think is it Circle or Accra, when they were asking the sellers and co how the economy is going. Yes, you're not going to get everything perfect. It is a process, but the feedback that we're receiving was good, and that is also going to encourage us to do more. You understand me? People are saying this and that is being reduced, the petrol or whatever, but it's not reflecting. Yes, some are not reflecting. I'm not coming sit here and come and defend lies. The truth is that some are not reflecting, but it doesn't take only the government for us to see the reflection in our pocket. It takes you and I, we the citizens. You understand me? I normally ask myself, when the past government, petrol was going high, drivers and others will try and increase their TNT, and then citizens will also be in a mess and talking and murmuring, all those stuffs. But whenever there's reduction in petrol, do you expect the government to bring police or the security services to come and tell you what you're supposed to do? No. You understand me? We are the people that made the law. So if our leaders are trying to put things down in the right manner, it takes you and I. Oh, my driver, na first year ton petrol say now no yatiso. So then you want in free so. We are all helping the government to grow. But we should not expect the government to do everything, even though they are leaders. We gave them the mandate. So if you never trusted in the president or your MP or your minister, will you go and form a long queue to cast your vote for him or her? No. So this year we are trying to reset all aspects. Definitely, the 4 years. I think, if I'm rating John Dramani Mahama on the let me say the policies, definitely I can assure Ghanaians that 80% will be able to be done. You understand me? So that citizens will give us another chance. And we're not taking Ghanaians or the citizens of this country for granted at all. This year, I think there's something good will occur. Sure.
Does it also include the 24-hour economy?
Oh, definitely, definitely.
So hopefully
this morning,
this year we'll see
definitely,
it being rolled out.
Sure. I'm so excited that this morning, cherished and respected finance minister has been able to clear some of the debts that were owing our energy sector. You all saw 2015 when we were going the sum of money and panels that we left. But instead of us going forward, but the MPP came to bring us back. You understand me? But we took the mandate. Say Ghanaians trusted us. Ghanaians gave us the vote, and we had a massive vote, a massive majority leaders in parliament. So we are going to use that majority and that number of vote that we had to not come and talk about MPP or whatever. We are coming to talk about what Ghanaians give us, the mandate that they gave us. So if this morning it is a good news, you see, we are in the new year, we are starting with good vibes. You understand me? So please, I think it is on a good note for us to have this all debt cleared, so that the 24 hours economy that John Dramani Mahama promised you and I, so that when you are working in any industry or any firm, you're not going to tell us that doom saw or whatever. You understand me? So by the grace of God, the energy sector is going on.
It's going on.
If you can see, or if you can testify, since 1 year, it will be difficult for you to hear doom saw. Maybe there will be any thought that the ECG will come and give an announcement, not formal. Matthew Puku come and tell them that we should go and form our own
timetable.
No, you understand me? The people give you mandate. It is communication.
Yes.
So maybe Ablokuma here, Ablokuma there. There's some electrical damage or fault. So by this time to this time, your light will go off. So the people will know, say, tomorrow I need to iron my dress. Understand? If I have any mail, at least a day and say, because I had an action that you understand me. So this is communication, and you are praying that Abu Jinapo, since we've been able to appoint you as the energy minister, I think everything is going on well. And I want to say that God richly bless the NDC administration, and we are all praying, this good news will continue. Yes, we are not going to get everything easy. You understand? Because we came to meet a mess, administration before going. You understand me? So we are all trying our best. We are not saying that NDC is perfect, but at least when you are rating from 0 to 10, I can boldly tell you, I'll give GM 8%. You understand me? So we are all praying. In the same way, if we do something bad, Ghanaians should talk about it. You understand me? So that it will also ginger us to deliver and deliver accordingly. So this year, dear, 24 hours economy, I bet you it's going to come on live.
It will be rolled out.
Yeah, sure.
So those of us that are hoping, waiting for the 3 shifts, please, they are giving us the assurance that this year the 24-hour economy would be rolled out.
Sure.
Right. We are streaming on YouTube and on Facebook at GhanaTalks Radio. You can send in your comments. Let's get interactive on the morning show. Right. So I think last week, which was 7th January, my team and I went out to, hear from the people, from the citizens, since it was also the 1 year since President John Dramani Mahama was sworn into office to be the president of our beloved country. We asked people to assess the president, his performance so far. Are they impressed? Are there any expectations that they are hoping for? Is there anything that they want him to work on and so forth? We had a couple of answers, a couple of comments and opinions, but I want to hear from you as well. How has his performance been so far? Can you be objective about that, so we don't try to politicize it?
Oh yeah, yeah. You see, even their own MPP people, some are praising His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. You understand me? Especially when it comes to free SHS. It was one of their campaign that when we vote the NDC, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and the administration into power, we are going to cancel the free SHS. It was Miracle Abuaji that came, and most of their communicators all over. But when John Dramani Mahama came into power, are we not seeing our students in SHS striving hard to study and to be able to become someone responsible into the society for us to also grow as a nation? They were all over saying, Mama best say we, Mama will cancel this and that. How many teachers have they come out to come and tell us, free SHS is a mess now? Last 2 years or the past 8 years, you can see students on TikTok, on social media, posting things that, they cannot even be fed. Things were high. You go to Abuja, you go and get Gary today, if it's 10 cedis. Within 1 second or 2 seconds, you go back again, it's 20 cedis. You understand me? So if this was the citizens' cry, and they were all murmuring up and down, instead of you listening to the citizens that gave you the mandate to become their leader, you just ignore them. You understand me? So John Dramani Mahama, when it comes to food and agriculture, is a plus to all of us. We also, when he came to power, tomatoes, that farmers went and reap and whatever. No, he instructed the military and co to send the food to the various SHS. We all saw on social media. Meanwhile, buffer stock and co. What were we doing there? Giving expiring food to our students,
to the children in school.
You understand me? So since John Dramani Mahama came, when it comes to food, don't go there. He has been able to deliver well. And I want to say kudos to Honorable Eric Opoku and Honorable John Omelo, that they are still persisting. You understand me? So they are trying in all aspects so that our children will be able to sit down and study. Imagine you are in school, you've not been able to eat in the morning, afternoon. Then in the evening, you're going to take in only kenki. You are studying science. You are studying maths. How do you expect us to be able to gain the knowledge? You understand me? When it comes to energy sector, it is a plus. As I said earlier on this morning, so many debts has been cleared. I trying to tell me, you will not be able to be happy and vote for John Dramani Mahama again to continue. They were telling us, what's the name? Miracles Abuaji and Co were telling us, when we vote for His Excellency John Dramani Mahama to come to power 2025, doomsday will be all over. Exactly when this man was sworn as the president of the Republic of Ghana on the 7th of January 2025. On the 8th, even though the Jubilee House was not in a good shape for him, he went to his own private office at Cantonment. He met all the energy sectors, the gurus that we have in this country, and was trying to tell them that I'm now in. Share your ideas with me. I don't want us to see any darkness in this country. This man is supposed to be recommended again. You understand me? So when it comes to agriculture, it's a plus. Energy. When it comes to our education sector, as I said, Haruna Dusu is also working hard. His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo abolished, what's the name? Is it the PTA? You understand me? So that is where indiscipline and co came. But since John Dramani Mahama came, you can see whatever is happening in the education sector, trying to bring more infrastructures. You understand me? So the 1 year of His Excellency, when you come, the big push. We are all seeing what is happening. I will not go far. Amasama Pukwa say here, you saw the people, how they were in pain since the 8 years. But you were able to go and buy a stone from Israel for National Cathedral. Moano, how was the dollar rate? How much were we buying Kinky and Co? And you yesterday, Miracle Abaji had the audacity to go and hold their sometimes I just laugh. You understand me? Come and tell what you've done for Ghanaians. Don't come and make any baseless comparison here for Ghanaians to believe you. Right. Ghanaians are not asleep this time. Oh. Ghanaians are not asleep. I don't think any NDC appointee is sleeping. What John Dramani Mahama did last year, which I can say is a plus and is a responsible president, is that remember when a communication minister, Honorable Sam George, said that Chemahun to me, stations and the TV station and the radio stations are owing Ghana.
Yes.
What did he say? He gave them a time frame for the station to be closed.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, less than 24 hours ago, the president issued a press from the Jubilee House. What did he say? He said, no, give them time.
Yeah.
He was thinking about our people. Because when you sack them, what are they going to do? You understand me? These are some of the things that the former finance minister did. Collapsing banks and co. No one, we are all Ghanaians. Let's come together and think so that we'll be able to have a development country. Why is it that now it cannot even come back to your own country? You understand me? So John Dramani Mahama in the past 1 year, and we've entered into 2026, I can say that he's very, very good. Even the MPP people are even testifying about it. If they are not being political, you understand me? All corners, yes, we've not be able. You can't come and press our neck to come and tell you say we should implement all the policies within 1 year. No.
Within 1 year.
Understand me? That's the same way they did in their free SHS. That their own aspirants, MPP is telling them, Kenya Japan told you say, you two are bossy with the free SHS. You understand me? And look at how mess their own people, NAPCO. How far did NAPCO go? You understand me? There are so many things that we are supposed to talk about it, but it's so painful. Look at the pensioners, our mothers and fathers on their streets screaming. Less than 4 months when John Dramani Mahama came, you are asking me, where did this man get the money? You understand me? And secondly, I don't even like. I'm not even surprised when the president told us, former president Nana Akufo-Addo told us that it is a castle na coming there. Where did the money pass? You understand me? So I think say the MPP must be wise now, and I think say yesterday's press conference when Miracle Abadi was holding it, I was thinking say something good or proper will come out from the amount, telling us say, oh, we the MPP people are trying to talk to Kennedy what's the name Kenufurata to come, because this is tarnishing their party's image. You understand me? But you are here coming to tell us what's the name Kenki. When we were living in power, how much was the dollar? Was it not the past 8 years when they increased pure water to 50 pesos? Was it in the term of John Dramani Mahama? You should be able to expatiate and tell the Ghanaians that we did this and that. We were lobbying for bad things. We were stealing in our own cafes. You understand me? So that Ghanaians will tell you that, oh no, just come and tell us that forgive us. If you know that we are able to rule the country very well, Baumia will not go around and telling Ghanaians that they should forgive him. You understand me? When Ghanaians were talking, instead of you be humble and learning, so that Ghanaians will also give you another chance, you were there telling us that when the doom so light, we should go and form our own timetable. You understand me? If you have a good policy, you're not going to sit down there and come and tell us you're going to build National Cathedral. You understand me? So the 1 year being held by His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, that Ghanaians are even calling for his third term. How many people did they call for Nana Addo Dankwa's third term? How many people? We are all here. How many people? Even your own people, the same people that are sleeping with them in the same chamber in the room, were telling you that let's just sack or Kenufurata to resign. 2022, you saw the way the dollar rate was going and then inflation was going. You understand me? So now we expect our other opponent to come and tell us how we can be able to bring Kenufurata, so that we'll be able to have a clear, positive mind about him. Yes, why we are, but the law is the law. You understand me? So John Dramani Mahama's 1 year is a plus.
It's a plus.
Sure.
You are highly impressed so far.
Very, very, very impressed.
Thank you so much for that beautiful submission. We have right here in the studio Mr. Abdul Razak, the member of the NPP communications team. Mr. Abdul, good morning to you.
Good morning, how are you?
I'm fine. Yourself?
I'm good.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too.
You're looking good. Why are we going to after here?
These are opposition vibes. But I'm happy to be here. I apologize for coming late.
No, don't worry, it's fine.
Yes. We are starting with a new topic, right?
Yeah. We were actually trying to buy time whilst you were not here. So we were looking at the assessments of the performance of President John Dramani Mahama for his 1 year. I would like to hear from you briefly before we dive into the main topic.
Okay. So, looking at the performance of President John Dramani Mahama for the first year, I would give him about 40 over 100.
40 over 100.
40 over 100. Yes, because I've seen a lot of disregard for the law. I've seen a lot of incompetence. I have seen a lot of things that were not promised. I mean, President Mahama, prior to the elections, told us that when he enters office, he's going to fight Galamsey, right? Yes. He's going to fight Galamsey to the core, and that they are going to arrest the kingpins of Galamsey, and they will release the young boys who are only trying to survive doing Galamsey. What we have seen is the reverse of what he promised us. The fact that the kingpins of Galamsey, and today we are seeing key members of the NDC visibly involved in Galamsey, and nothing is being done. A member of parliament, MCs are involved in Galamsey. President Mahama is doing nothing. So look, we are saying that President Mahama should do better. He should do better. And today the only thing the NDC knows is that whenever you talk about the inefficiency and the incompetence and the poor performance of the government, they are telling you that dollar is down. That's the only thing they know. I don't know why NDC has such supporters, but we leave them with the party. But we are saying that President Mahama so far has performed abysmally. He has performed abysmally. Today, look, not long ago, I think it was yesterday, I saw a release from Nagrat. The leader was Mr. Kobu, or is it Konobu or something like that? I can't remember the name. Stating that parents should now be paying for school feeding at a senior high school. And he cited two key instances. Number one, that there is shortage of food. So students are struggling. There's no food for the students. Meanwhile, President Mahama promised us that when they come into office, they are going to give the senior high schools good food. And they described what were given then as bad. You get it? So now we're having shortage of food, and children are struggling in the schools.
Seriously.
You get it? And so they are and the most fascinating thing is that, look, you have about 300 million to purchase sanitary pads to distribute to students, and you think that if a parent or if parents are able to pay for school fees of their wards, they are able to buy them dresses, they cannot afford them sanitary pads. That does not make sense. So if you are telling us that now we should be paying for feeding, and you are unable to do that as a government, but you have the money to purchase about 300 to spend about 300 million to purchase sanitary pads for wards, it does not make sense. It does not make sense.
So do you see this as a misplaced priority?
Misplaced priority, and the poor policies from the government, and then poor delivery. They don't know where their interest lies.
So you think purchasing sanitary pad for these students is actually a poor policy?
It's not a poor policy, but in economics there's something we call a scale of preference.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So that should not be placed ahead of feeding. Do you get it? Ahead of feeding should be something, ahead of these types of sanitary pads and code, something that parents can easily afford. Let's not play politics of convenience. Government comes into office and you think that this is the convenient way to go, so you don't want to tackle the main issues. These are not what the country voted for. You understand? Right. The disregard for the law aspect, we have Article 14.3 that tells us that you arrest somebody, the person must not be kept in detention for more than 48 hours.
Yes.
We have seen a lot of situations in this country where a person is in detention for over 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Right? To some extent, we have to go to Ioko and other offices to shout
who is
that we are disregarding the law. President Mahama.
Who is an example of that? Has anybody been detained for more than 48 hours?
Yes. Paul Adumwachu is one. Do you understand? He's one. The show of power, the government showing that we have the power, disregarding the law. That's what we are talking about. And you look, we have when I entered, I heard my brother saying that President John Dramani Mahama is a good person, and that in trying to shut down a certain radio station, he intervened and gave them time.
Yes.
I mean, describing him as a compassionate kind of person.
Considerate.
And you see, we are saying that a president that has the people at heart should not be the person to disregard or to sack about 30,000 Ghanaians who were duly employed, right, in their first months of their governance.
Hey, where?
You understand? We have GRA. I'll give you an example. GRA, they sack people. Education sector, they sack people. What's the name? Ghana Water Company. A lot of the state institutions, SNIT, and all of that across.
No.
They sacked people amounting to over 30,000 Ghanaians, and you call that kind of a person a kind-hearted man? You don't say that.
Right.
You understand? You cannot call him a kind-hearted man when he has the temerity. He has the I mean, I don't want to use some words on the president.
Yeah.
He's a fine gentleman.
Yes, he's a fine gentleman.
Yes, he's a fine gentleman. That does not equate to competence. That's exactly different.
But he just admitted he's a fine gentleman.
But what do you mean by fine gentleman?
Oh, it means a lot.
I mean, no, if you call someone a kind gentleman, if I say kind-hearted man, then I'm complicating the stuff for myself. But I'm saying that he's a fine gentleman. It does not mean he has a...
In terms of physique.
Yes, how he appears. That's all.
Right.
That's what exactly I meant. So we are saying that President Mahama should do better. Do you understand? He should do better. Because people are struggling. People are struggling, actually. And you see farmers crying all over the country. Traders are crying. Scrap dealers are crying. There's no market for almost everything.
But did you also hear that this Christmas people were also complaining that President John Dramani Mahama has come into power and things are so cheap to the extent that people are overcrowded in the marketplace?
Look at this.
Did you hear that?
Look at this. The disparities in this kind of dollar going down and that kind of a thing is not something we should even entertain. Because number one, you have dollar at a very low rate now, about 10 point something. But at the forex market, it's around 12 cedis. Sorry, at the black market, it's around 12 cedis.
Yes.
So, you have dollar at that rate. Yet, goods and services are so high in prices. Today, you have KK store at 5 cedi when you have the dollar at 11 or 10 thereabout. Do you understand that? That kind of disparity is what we are talking about. If you think that, look, for the ordinary Ghanaians, the dollar is down. That's right. But goods and services are still high. The inflation is down. But today you cannot get food to buy at a very low rate. It's the same thing as it used to be.
Really?
Yes.
So all right. So we will speak on that.
Sure.
We'll speak on that. So on that case, I think we will just
I'm not.
Oh, I thought you were done.
Oh no, I'm not done. Yes. So what I'm concluding with this.
Right.
I think it is the height of incompetence and the height of inefficiency on the government to tell the opposition party to help them in bringing back a person that they have authority, that law gives them the power to bring back to the country to face justice.
Right.
It is the height of incompetence. I have not seen that. That the opposition party has no power. They do not have any machinery that will support them in that that regard. But you people are calling us to come on board to bring him back. We have extradition treaty with the US. What are you waiting for?
Right.
And to even think that they have this woman, or is it a man, Sedinam
Tamaklo. Yeah.
That misappropriated over 700 million Ghana cedis.
Yeah.
And she was convicted in absentia. That should even be easy to bring her back. Her case is very simple.
Yeah, she's still
bring her back.
Yeah.
What are you waiting for? Look, I mean, I'm not supporting Ken Ofuriatta. I don't know him from Adam. I have the closest I've seen him is on TV.
On TV.
You understand?
Right.
But the truth of the matter is that you have the power. The laws are there for you. Enforce them. Unless, of course, you are telling us that you are incompetent and you cannot do the job. Yes, that's it.
Thank you, Mr. Abdul. I think we'll dive into our main topic for this morning. So for our first topic, Ken Ofori-Attah's U.S. arrest, visa revocation, and extradition efforts. So former Finance Minister Kenneth Nana Iyao Ofori-Attah is currently in custody in the United States following his arrest by the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, that is also ICE, on 6th January 2026 in Virginia. So this arrest comes after the revocation of his U.S. visa in July 2025, a move confirmed by Ghana's Attorney General and Minister of Justice, Dr. Dominic Ayeni. So Ofori-Attah's visa has been revoked by the U.S. State Department, and he was given until 29th November 2025 to voluntarily leave the country. When he failed to comply with that directive, enforcement action was taken, resulting in his detention. So the Attorney General insisted the case is not a routine immigration matter, but is connected to ongoing accountability and processes involving alleged corruption. The Ghanaian embassy in Washington, D.C. also confirmed that the detention, but noted that Ofori-Attah declined to meet with consular officials without his lawyers present, citing legal rights during custody. And the embassy continues to engage U.S. authorities to ensure his rights are protected and respected as well. So this is the new development in the case of Ken Ofori-Attah, of which we have learned, or we have heard, that his U.S. visa has expired and has been revoked, and it was given up to November last year to voluntarily leave the country, of which he didn't pay attention or disobeyed that rule, and now he is in custody of the U.S. Immigration Office. For me, when I heard this story, I was actually happy. I was like, hey, then this extradition thing there is working. But after learning that it's actually his visa, I felt somehow. I was asking myself, so if not for this, would this extradition whole procedures and processes really have been able to go through for us to bring Ken Ofori-Attah back into the country? But as it looks right now, you actually see myself very soon he'll be deported from that side. Do you think this is actually a good call for us that we should take advantage of and then deal with him once he lands into the country?
Sure. You see that you can never mock God. You understand me? It doesn't mean that whenever you're in kaftan white presenting the budget for the country or the nation,
I see you are very controversial.
You understand me? you are kind of real. You understand me?
Yeah.
My brother here stated, which I was happy, that we are having the mandate, you understand me, as an administration leading the country to bring him up. Respectively, we have majority and minority. Nobody knows tomorrow. We need Afenyo Markins Honorable. We need Mahama Yariga for us all to come together as a citizen.
Yes.
When John Dramani Mahama was sworn into power, he never stated anywhere that he's come to work for the NDC, nor the MPP. He stated Ghana what? First. You understand me?
Yeah.
This man that we call Mr. Ken Ofori-Attah
Yes.
is a fine gentleman. But when we come to the heart, you understand me? I can boldly say it's more than wicked. You understand me? Because if we are all saying that he is our former finance minister and there's something wrong or there's something going on wrong somewhere, then alleged, we think, say no, there are some scandals that he is involved as a former minister. We expect him to come and give account. We are not calling him for him to be persecuted because we don't have the firm confirmation that he's the one who did this.
Yeah.
You understand me? It's just something that we think people are having some perception about it. So come down to your own beloved country. Now JM is resetting everything. You understand me? Come down for us to have one-on-one interaction with you. Oh, Ghanaians are saying, say you've done this. This is evidence. Prove to us. This is all that we want from Ken. You understand me? But you left because of medical attention. And when you listen to the OSP saying, say, the cousin is the what? Is the president. And they watched him to go. What can he do? Nothing. And this is the question mark to the OSP. Because it was your own government that brought that innovative ministry. So that we'll be able to be checking our ministers or appointees. So that Ghana will be in a safe hand. But see where we are now. You understand me? The reason why I said that you can never mock God is that you thought, say, you go to the embassy and go and renew your visa. But see where it has landed you. Meanwhile, it has already expired. And they gave you a time frame. But see. But you were there telling us, say, you were not feeling well. Letting your lawyers come and talk to us as if we don't know our left and right. But you were able to have the energy to walk to the embassy. So you see where God can also mafia you. You understand me? I can boldly tell you, say, the man is not bold enough. Because yes, if your own cousin respected you and gave you the mandate to be the finance minister, see, sometimes it's not the president that works, so it is the finance minister, because all the money is with him. So he is the one going to tell you, say, no, let's apportion this money in there, let's use this before auditing and co will come inside. But if you are having our own money in the past 8 years, even their own MP, what's the name? Honorable Andy Kwame, is it Kwame Apiakubi, the MP for Asante Achim North, 2022, when inflation was running with us, when the dollar was also running with us, he said that no, let's write a petition, let's try and call him out, so that we'll be able to have and restore our country and the hope for the country, especially when it comes to the finance administration part.
Right.
But the president ignored. You understand? That means their own people realized and saw, said there's a question mark somewhere. Such in terms of upon all the hospitals that we have in Ghana, what kind of sickness are you facing? If that money that people are telling that you looted or you stole allegedly, you are able to renovate other hospitals, you are able to build other hospitals, but you are able to endorse, what's the name, stones to be brought from Israel with a private jet for you to come and dig a hole, whilst La General Hospital was also there. You understand me? Whilst other projects were also there, Commander Sugar Factory was also there. You never went there to really renovate it. And now come and give accountability. See, this should serve a warning to all both MPP and NDC leaders in our future, that whenever you are being appointed by the president to come and serve the country, make sure that as soon as possible, whenever your government is going, make sure that you'll be able to call to face accountability anytime. Because many people were there. I can bet you, how old is Atu Forsen? How old is he? A young, brilliant gentleman. But look at how he's ruling. How old is Sami Jefi? Look at how. And upon all the scandal, that upon Kuma cannot even meet him one-on-one and send other MPs to come and face him. If you are bold enough as a former minister, you need to have a vivid information. Am I telling lies? Yeah, facts and figures. So you come and defend your brother.
Right.
But you can't go around because of politics, trying to tarnish his image, and then Miracle Abaji, you come and stand there and be talking something that we don't even know. Look at how brilliant young people, Eriko Pupu and co. Look at how they are trying to rule the country. You understand me? So wherever Kenoforiata ties, if he's sick, we are calling for God's mercy. For him to be able to come. This is his land. Have you forgotten the video that he made when he was being interviewed, that people are calling him to resign and call him? He was telling us something about his family or whatever, as a father, whatever. He loved the country. So why is it that you left your country and up to now you can't come back and come and face judgment? No, the Chief Justice made us know that the law is the law. You are trying to, you understand me? But when Abu Trika and Co came, look at how we went through. So we also encourage our AG to be able to follow this matter to the end, so that the man will come home peacefully. And nobody's going to win chance him. Nobody. You understand me? You go to court. If you are found guilty, then you have to go. If you are free, you have to go. US is always there, welcoming genuine people. And I pray with the US lawyers or whoever is in charge of this operations being held up and down to also have mercy upon us.
And
so
also
that
make sure that
correct. So that we also welcome him. We are all praying. Say he will come home safely. I don't think say John Mahama as a responsible president will make sure say this man will be harmed. No. But in Sawam is always there. If it is true, then you also face it. You understand me? Because we should not wait for our normal, citizens to be in a mess before someone will be arrested today in Sawam, sometimes without lawyers and co. When you look at the resident that is residing now, the amount of money, but someone will tell you, say, he has been working, he has so many stations. If John Dramani Mahama was a wicked person, Abi is also the owner of Data Bank Enterprise, and but now Mahama will tell us that no, if this man is not back, we should shut his works down. But he's also thinking about Ghanaians. But this man never listened and made NAPCO collapsed, and make banks collapse, and make SNITs, our grandfathers and grandmothers who has worked 247.
Right.
To go on the streets. And let me just finish with it. Our brother here was saying, say, when Paul was arrested. Let me tell you something. What did they do to Captain Smart? What? Even our own parents, a pregnant woman and co, was even arrested when they were going to demonstrate about Galamsey. Were they not arrested? More than 2 weeks. No food was provided to them. But you guys never sat down to condemn it. The time that Akufo-Addo was in power, how dare you journalists go and talk about is this? You always want people to come and say he's done well, he's doing and that. How dare you? But now you can even see teachers talking. Do the number of what's the name? Do the number of headmistresses and then headmasters who were sacked under the administration of what's the name? MPP. How dare you go and talk about him? Nobody. There's no freedom. But now even pastors and co can even come and talk. Teachers can even talk. We are talking about shortage of food. How many trends have we seen from our teachers, from our students, telling us that there's no food in their SHS schools? What? And then you expect what's the name? What's the name? Haruna Idrisu to come and sit down there and condemn this, or do you expect him to sit down? No, I don't think what he's saying is true. It's false, even though I've not heard it anywhere. Right. You understand me? So if there's such, so all these things, we should also blame Ken Ofori-Atta because he had a poor foundation from this.
Right.
And I think we all pray that the laws will also work and also bring him down
and bring Ken Ofori-Atta down. Thank you, Mr. Abdul.
Okay.
How do you feel about this whole new development of Ken Ofori-Atta and his visa being revoked? Do you think that there's hope for him to be deported down, for him to come and face justice?
Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Welcome.
I have been saying this and I keep saying that I'm one of the many Ghanaians that would be so happy that Ken Ofori-Atta is brought back to face justice.
Yes.
There's no two ways about it.
Yes.
How he has conducted himself, I mean, for whoever is going into public office, you should have it at the back of your mind that after your tenure of office, if things did not go right, you will be required to account for your stewardship.
Yes.
So I don't have a problem with that. The way and manner in which we do it is where there may be questions, right? When Chairman Wontumi was arrested, he was kept in detention for close to a month. Disregard Article 14, as I have stated already. Close to a month. And after he was released, we saw Chairman Wontumi limping. I don't know what happened to him. I don't want to insinuate anything, but he was not okay. That's the truth of the matter. And this issue now is an issue of international concern, right?
Yes.
So US has an interest in it.
Yes, and Ghana also has an interest in it.
So, and you know, at the international level, there are laws that govern some of these things.
Yes.
And that's why we have extradition treaty with the US.
Yes.
Ghana is a signatory to the UN Convention, to do the UN Charter, and the Convention Against Torture.
Right.
Article 3 of that charter tells us that when there are substantial ground to believe that extraditing this person to this country would put his life at risk, or he's going to face torture, he's going to be tortured, then the person will not be extradited. And regarding what has transpired to the point we are now, I'm sure Ken Ofori-Atta will have enough defense to support the fact that he's going to be tortured when he's brought back. Because the instance with Chairman Wontumi is a clear example. He didn't see that. He didn't see him being tortured. But looking at the video when he was released, you could see that Mr. Wontumi wasn't okay. That's the truth of the matter. He was not okay. Right? So what we are saying is that Ken Ofori-Atta should be made to face justice if indeed he has done something wrong.
Yes.
You understand? But the thing is that we have an electronic transaction act in this country that gives someone who is not within the jurisdiction, that gives an opportunity for the person to be tried at the competent jurisdiction and court of competent jurisdiction, and when he's found guilty, he will be sentenced in absentia. Just like said in Ntamaklo's issue, she's been sentenced in absentia, right?
Yes.
10 years imprisonment.
Yes.
And I was expecting that my brother would be kind enough to mention the issue with said Ntamaklo, to make everybody listening to us understand that, look, we are not only here to do party politics, but we want to speak to national issues. Because said Ntamaklo, she misappropriated state funds, right?
Yes.
And so you should not be neglecting that issue and then focusing more on Ken Ofori-Atta as though that is the only issue that we must deal with as a nation. You understand? We have all these monies that should be accounted for. And the issue of Ken Ofori-Atta, we have not had any charges yet. And there's an avenue that the AG can prosecute the issue even with his absence. You understand?
Yes.
Why are we not employing that avenue? Why can't we explore that? Or is it that we are just doing party politics? And why can't he extradite him back to the country? On relying on the treaty we have with US, the extradition treaty. Why can't he do that? So I think all of this is just that I don't know whether it is incompetence or something. I don't know. And my brother mentioned about
incompetence on our part
because we have instances not as Ghanaians, as those in leadership,
those in authority.
You understand? That's what I'm saying.
This whole process goes through for him to come down.
Those in leadership, incompetence. Because I don't know why said in Ntamaklo that you can, that woman has been sentenced.
Yes, to jail. I think
10 years imprisonment.
Yeah, 10 years.
10 years, yes. And she's not in the country. That should even be the easiest thing to do. We are unable to do that. Ken Ofori-Atta is in the US. And look, until he's back in the country, let's not have hope that he's going to come. Because I know who they are. That they don't have that competence.
But listening to some comments from Justice Sirosai.
Let me finish my point, then you can come in. Yes. So my brother talked about free speech. And I tell you that if there are or there has ever been a situation where we enjoyed free speech in this country, it is within the period where Akufo-Addo was in government. Where Akufo-Addo was the president. You have free speech. Everybody, you could say whatever you want without any arrest.
Like seriously.
Without any arrest. Today, people are afraid to speak. And you have government now creating WhatsApp group for CSOs. He has silenced them. And he's using the institutions to he's gambling with the institutions. Wow. Right? Look, what we are saying, there are instances where media people, and we've discussed this on this set, media people are assaulted during the is it Akosia by election also? Media people were brutalized by policemen. Do you understand?
Yeah.
You call that, is that press freedom?
Were they not arrested?
Please don't interject. I like it when I speak. When you were speaking, I was quiet. You understand?
Were they not arrested?
So I
think those police officers were arrested.
Yeah. And that's not the only instance.
Wow.
Action was taken towards that.
Action was taken.
But do you know that they went there on the authority of the IGP?
Of the IGP.
But they never went there.
Wouldn't the IGP have told them that, look, when you go, don't allow press freedom?
Like seriously.
Couldn't he have said that?
What did the people
Does that mean we appointed incompetent people into office? Is that what it means? I please, I have said it. Let me flow.
Right.
You understand? I was quiet when you were speaking. So let me flow. So the next thing I want to talk is about whether students. This guy made my brother. My brother made mention that that we have not heard any student complain about shortage of food, and it saddens my heart that we are now going to rely on what students tell us to believe that there's shortage of food in our schools. Should students be the ones to update us on whether or not there's shortage of food in the schools? So what are the leaders doing?
Don't they vote?
No, look, my brother, look. This argument you are making is a non-starter.
Like seriously, don't they vote?
It's a non-starter.
But you guys go to
that
schools,
we should rely on. We should look. It is a fair point that student complain, right?
Yeah.
But when leaders tell you that those who are leading the students tell you that there's shortage of food in the school, you don't come to defend by telling us that students have not complained that there's no food in the school. What does that mean? No. Look, and finally, my brother made mention that he made mention that President Akufo-Addo's tenure of office was one of the to the effect that it was one of the period where people could not actually access services in terms of security. And look, it is very incorrect. It is inconsistent with what transpired during that period. And I'm saying that President Akufo-Addo is one of the best we have had so far as a country. Look at the policy intervention he implemented, and these people about a year down the line, and they have not been able to do any key intervention policy, key policy that is going to create jobs, key policy that is going to change the lives of people. No, not even a single one. And I challenge him to mention just one policy that they've implemented in their government. Please, when it's your turn, you answer that. When it's your turn, you answer that. Do you understand? So we are saying that, look, President Akufo-Addo, look, we have policies that, even though we are out of power, the policies are speaking for us. This is the government. We are out of power and our policies are still speaking for us.
Right. Are you done?
Yes, I'm done.
All right. So on the issue of Ken Ofori-Atta, he also declined assistance from the Ghana embassy right there in the US. Do you know why he has to reject that? Is it mandatory, or is it his right to reject such an assistance coming from the embassy?
Yeah, he has that right. He stated that he cannot speak with them unless his lawyers are ready. That's a normal practice. Yes.
Right. What do you think as well?
Oh, sure, because that's why we have lawyers there. You understand? Maybe he might think, say, he's not in trust with them, or they may not favor him. So he also has a right, since we are also in the democratic world.
Yeah.
You understand? So I feel, say, I'm not secured in this office. So I also have a right to wait for my lawyers. They know more, so that we'll be able to have a good transaction. Yeah, sure.
Right. But looking at this particular case, do you think that it gives us the confidence in government chasing after people who have squandered money from the state, in terms of them coming down to come and account for the actions? Do you think that, looking at this case in particular, Ken Ofori-Atta's case, do you think that we have confidence and even trust in the government?
Oh, what I can say is that, as my brother said, it will be 50-50. You understand me? This is international and local.
Yes.
You understand me? Yes, he is the one having our finance money.
Yeah.
We placed him on Red Interpol. What did he bring us? These are some of the questions that we need to ask. It's persistently. You understand me?
Yeah.
So if he is one of us, and now he is no more with us, he has been able to travel, and we saw him going, this should be a question mark to us all, like some of us here. You understand me? Yes, the embassy has been able to arrest him because of one or two things. They are not even looking at our case.
It's not even our extradition.
You understand? They are not looking at our case. That is where Ghanaians will come and get pissed off with the AG.
Yeah.
So what is the agent doing now? These are some of the questions that we need to ask.
But I heard I saw a post where the AG stated that the revocation of the visa was because of the requests that were made by the AG.
Sure.
Right.
You understand me? So if this will be a plus till he's here in person,
which is what I don't believe.
You understand me? So what is the AG doing? Me, those press conference, let's put political aside, those press conference doesn't favor me in person.
The press conference from the
AG.
From the AG.
It doesn't favor me. Yes, even though you need to have interaction with the citizens.
And update the people.
Actions must be taken. You understand me? This is not NDC MPP matter. It is the country's, issue. So some of these cases we should not put political into it. See, I always come here and tell you, say, if it was my brother and I don't think say we'll still government coffers. If it's my brother and I, do you think say we'll leave our various homes and come and be seated here and talking without any arrest? What is happening to Ken Ofori-Atta? You understand me? The way we are pressing neck for him to come, I bet you there are some people that we are thinking say they also must face the law. Why are we not also? Yes. You understand me? It should not be a one man target. Yes, his money is there. Let's also focus there. But locally, we should be by now letting people face the law up and down. And I'm so happy that the Chief Justice this morning is about to announce 24 hours court proceedings. You understand me? So that at least this should also serve a warning to the NDC. Do you understand me?
Yeah.
Yes, MPP has done this. If you have the evidence, let us go to court. This is where Ghanaians will take you serious. And I believe that the reset agenda under His Excellency Dodomani Mahama will favor everybody. It should not favor the people who are also into politics alone. Our normal citizens are also humans.
Right.
You understand me? So this should cut across all, both MPP and NDC, so that we'll have a stable country.
Right.
Sure.
If his visa has been revoked due to the request they made with the extradition processes and all of that, then I can say that the extradition process is working. But my only problem is how speedy is going to be. So right now that's his.
We're even having two conflicting claims because it is said that his visa expired and that the US asked him to leave the country.
Yeah,
and then another one telling us that it was actually revoked and not expired. So we don't know which is actually the correct one.
Right. So whichever way, what next now?
Well, it depends on what
since is there.
Let me hear from you.
Okay, no problem. Sure, sorry for that.
Sure. It depends on what the AG is requesting of them, and whether or not he will be able to defend the request for him to be extradited. That is what I think is now left on with the AG. But I think the AG, I don't doubt his competence. He's someone with high standing in terms of the law, and he's fit for that position. That's why he was gifted it, or he was appointed. But I doubt whether he's going to be able to execute based on the conduct he has exhibited, or how he has conducted himself so far. You see, we have an attorney general. Yes, that's what I'm coming to.
Right.
We have an attorney general that believes in prosecuting people in the court of public opinion instead of court of competent jurisdiction. That's a problem. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Attorney general will come to the media, declare someone guilty of offense without charging the person. That's not how it works.
Right.
If you have a case, the right avenue is for you to go to court.
Right. Before coming to
update the public. Instead of engaging the public, declaring people guilty of offenses, and then when they ask you to go to court, you are saying they should give you time. Give you time to do what? Right? So, and it's surprising that we as a country, we believe that the thing oral is going to work. Allegations that were compiled, assumption, that document was compiled based on allegations and assumptions. And that is why we are waiting for that 21 billion from oral, but it's not coming. It's not coming because simply the Attorney General cannot execute on that. Look, we're largely deceived by this government. To a large extent, we're deceived. They deceived us to come into power. 1 year down the line, who has been convicted? That's the questions we're asking. Who has been lied? 1 year down the line, and not even a single person. All that he's doing is plea bargaining against members of the NDC who were who should have been convicted and sentenced to, imprisonment. The man asked for 60%.
Yeah.
So we are asking, where is the 40% going to?
Nole prosecute.
You see, it does not support the cause of fight against corruption.
Against corruption, but there's hope. Let's see.
Maybe you are seeing the hope. Me, I can't see any hope.
You can't see any hope.
How do you expect us to face the law within 1 year? The cases are many. You understand me? And then I can't go and persecute someone without a vivid evidence.
That means you should not declare someone guilty of an offense
So
if you don't have evidence.
See, that's what I'm saying, sir. The press conference is too much. We have a lot of judges, a lot of lawyers. The court has the final say. You understand me? So and so has done this. Like Chairman to me with Akonta Mines and Co. He's still going to court.
Yeah.
You understand me?
Yes.
And other cases. Let the court rule with no favor. You understand me? What it is there should be declared. If it's not there, let the person go. You understand me? But you going and having press conference, yes, he also has a right to have interaction. But what's the final say? You understand me? So let us go to the court first. Whatever the people comes out to say, then you also let the press know about it. You understand me? But me, I have hope, but not a high hope that Ken will be back. You understand me?
So
yes.
You see him in the country.
That's it. And we are praying. Say, since we promised Ghanaians about oral, you get me? Let us try and be persistent with it.
And be persistent.
You understand me? And I pray that the vision of the president will be seen and felt accordingly. We are not going to wind chant anybody. Just that it should serve a warning to us who are also coming. So that whenever you get any highest, see, for you to become a finance minister, it's not easy. You see that up to now, we've not been able to choose a defense minister. Because those places are sensitive.
Are sensitive positions.
You understand me? If God does not come and dwell in you.
But that has given me a question.
So,
the issue that we are unable to appoint defense minister up till now, it has given me a question as to whether or not the NDC has run out of competent people.
I don't think so.
No.
But if they do,
are we facing any issue in the military now? Even though we have the deputy, you understand me?
That's what
it is. Yeah. Oh no.
That's clearly not.
No. Well, last year, I think last year the president made it clear that we should go and rest and come
back.
You understand me? So definitely we are going to have it
this year.
This year we'll get it.
We're going to appoint a defense
we'll get
minister.
It. We'll get it.
Right. We are waiting. We are waiting to see that person.
You see, these people, they don't understand that we are even working less than 60 ministers.
Oh, okay.
You understand me? They are surprised.
They are surprised. If we're in power now, we'll be working with 50 ministers.
50 ministers.
You people were there.
All right. So let's see. Let's see their coming. So let's see their coming years.
No problem. Ministers, and you have presidential staffers, uncountable presidential staffers.
My brother.
Every regional executive.
But we are working.
Is now a presidential staffer under President Mohammed's administration. It is very sad.
We are working.
Very sad that office of the presidency that in our government we're using about 340 something million. These people are using about 1.2 billion.
Oh, like seriously? Which
evidence
do you have? Which evidence do you have?
Your budget is there.
That would be for another
office
day.
of government machinery.
That would be for another day. Let's move on to our next topic. So the NPP flag bearer race intensify ahead of January 31st primaries. So the new patriotic party is deep in campaign. Just like all the 5 aspirants, everyone is on their A game. Giddy from region to region, from constituency to constituency, from district to district, and they are campaigning so hardly. And it's intensifying as the days are getting closer. So the balloting exercise, which was held at the NPP headquarters in Accra, placed Kennedy Ohine Japan on top.
Which balloting exercise?
Yes.
That's the one.
Yes.
Like the balloting.
The balloting one. Yes. So Kennedy Japan is one, and we have followed by Bani Champon, Dr. Baumia, and Dr. Yao Osei Educhum, and Kwabna Ej Champon. So you guys are intensifying. I'm using you guys because you're here.
Yeah. Sure.
So you guys, not
from
me.
Baumia's camp.
Yes, from Baumia's camp.
Oh, okay.
Why Baumia?
Well, for someone who has been in leadership or who has served as vice president for close to 8 years, should I say more than 8 years? Let me be exact. For 8 years, he has been the vice president of our country. The name Dr. Mahmoud Baumia rings a bell wherever you go in this country. The name Dr. Mahmoud Baumia is just like a household name. He has the competence. We have seen his vision. We have seen what he's been able to do as vice president, and we are confident that when given the mandate to lead this nation, he's going to be doing much more than he has been able to do as vice president. His temperament, the ability to connect with diverse people, the ability to lead people, the ability to bring new ideas, the ability to lead the crowd along is what makes him stand out, and what we believe that this country needs at the moment. And so we are saying that the delegates of the New Patriotic Party, this is an election that we are not going to gamble with. We are not coming to do test and see. We know that Dr. Mahmoud Baumia is the right person, and we must not make any mistake in choosing another person that we would have to test for the first time to see if he's capable. No, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia is the right person, and he's the person that can win us election 2028. And so our shortest route to victory is through Dr. Mahmoud Baumia.
True, Dr. But do you believe that Dr. Baumia is what the delegates are looking for?
Yes, is what the delegates are. I mean, we've seen the campaign and how it's going, the momentum around him, and we know that he's surely going to win.
Not just the campaign, but he has led the country before. Do you think people were actually satisfied with his performance?
Yes, I think Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, if, for example, we had not presented Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, the MPP would have gotten less than 30%. Considering the circumstances in which we found ourselves, I mean, we were all in this country. When COVID-19 came and the effects of it were felt in the country. And so we needed to present someone who has the competence, who is capable of driving the masses and bringing us to a very good advantage position. And that's what we did. Getting about 41.7, nearly 42% with the kind of performance we had because of some external factors is the best we could have gotten in that elections. So we are saying that Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, when we present him this time around, it is sure, we are confident that we are going to win the elections. But if we gamble with any other person, we would have to even get a lesser percentage.
Right. Mr. Moses.
Yeah.
The NPP, the opposition.
As I said, I wish them all the best.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised that the NDC are seriously campaigning and supporting Kennedy Ajapong.
I
mean, what is this?
Are you sure?
Yes.
No.
That's what they are doing.
Do you think it's a match though?
When they are conducting online polls, you see NDC guys. We know them visibly. We see them.
Oh, so you know them?
Yes, we see them. We see them voting and doing all the campaigns for Kennedy Ajapong. And look, I saw a video where Dr. Zato said that if your enemy tells you to keep your egg here, you should not make the mistake of keeping it there, because he knows why he's telling you to keep it there. So we are saying that they should root for him. They should even give him money to campaign. But we are going to win, and we win 2028 because there's no match of Baumia in NDC now. They don't have that one, the person that can match Baumia in NDC. As we speak, they don't have it.
They think that they know everything.
But they know, they know that.
Mr. Abdul.
They know that.
I think you're being unfair.
No.
But they know that.
Like it's coming from that's why I'm just calm.
That's why you're calm.
I don't want. Like you shouldn't be speaking to this because you are not in our camp.
No, but he has to share his opinion.
Yes.
He has to.
Understand me?
Yeah.
It doesn't mean. As I said, I don't know whether other comrades are campaigning for Kerry Japan. I respect all the 5 candidates.
Aspirants.
You understand me? I respect them, and they all deserve to become whoever they want to become. But it is the quality, not the quantity, that we need as Ghanaians,
right?
And especially their party. You understand me?
Yeah.
Today, you hear Kennedy's camp talking about Muslims. Say when you go and vote for Bawumia as a Muslim or whatever, so many things. We are ruling a country. Muslims are also important. Christianity, they are all important. You understand me? Both of us all come together to form a nation. You understand me? Bawumia, the reason why people are talking bad about Bawumia is for you to come and tell us, say, you are our economic messiah, and you left dollar in a mess. You've locked all the dollar, and you've given the keys to what? To the IGP. It took grace for John Dramani Mahama to come and pick that key from the IGP's office. You understand me? Brian Champo is also a respected businessman. We all sat here. He wanted to buy all the Labadi. You understand me? He wanted to become a president. Educhu, Ministry of Education. What did he do there? You understand me? And then, you see, I respect them. I have nothing more to say. But I can bet you that we are all praying for a successful election. We don't want fighting and someone will come and tell you, say, I'll show you, show down, or whatever. You understand me? We are wishing them. But when we are talking about campaign, is like marketing. You understand me? Campaign is like marketing. You have a product.
Yeah.
Go and tell the useful of the product, the reason why people should trust that product. It's not about tradition, it's not about religion. No. We are all important. If it wasn't peace, I don't think my brother and I will be seated here. You understand me? We all need peace in various elections. And ours too also be coming this year when it comes to region and constituency and national.
Oh,
you understand
NDC.
me? Yeah, it's coming this year.
This year?
Yeah, this year.
Wow.
It's going to start by October, November, December.
Oh, I see.
You understand
We
me?
can't wait for the next
Sure. You understand
presidential.
me? You see? Oh, no. It's not for the presidential.
Oh.
Just for the region,
For the
national,
region.
and constituency.
Oh, I see. I see.
You understand me? So we're all praying for a peaceful election. They are also our brothers. But we need an opposition team to check us, not the MPP.
Yeah.
You understand me? Whether Bawumia wins, it is a plus to them. Whether Kennedy wins, it is a plus to them. But let me state it clearly. Bawumia, if today we are going to vote for election for presidential and we bring Sami Jemfi, Bawumia, that 32 that he had, Bawumia should forget. I'm telling you. When we
come and share dollars.
Yes, you better.
You come share dollars.
Let me tell you something. I'll not even go far. Let me put Kennedy down and Atu forcing. Let me put Kennedy down, and Atu forcing. I'll not even go far. Let me put Julius Debra down, and Kennedy. And I tell you that we don't have people in our party. We are not focusing on election now. We are like we are focusing on what the Dramani Mahama is doing. You understand? I'll not even go far. Let me put Malik Bazantali down and Brian Champo.
Hey, where is he now?
Yeah, he's in Ghana. He's working. Yeah, he's working.
Low key.
Yes, he's in Ghana. Malik celebrated his birthday last week. We were all there.
Yeah, I think
he's in Ghana. People are talking about
him.
stroke. People are talking. Malik is not sick. You understand? You understand me? Let me put it there. Malik is not sick.
But
Malik is
something must be
fit.
wrong with him.
Oh, there's something
Malik-
wrong with
no,
There's nothing
Malik
wrong with
is
him.
not the quiet type.
But looking at the videos, but looking at the videos I saw from his birthday celebration,
Malik is fine.
I think he's okay.
Malik
I'm
is
saying
fine.
that Malik is not the quiet type.
So what if he has changed?
I said
He just likes to
Malik is not like
People like him
Don't
don't
come and
change
tell
like
that Malik is very, very fine by the grace of God. You understand me? You see, so please, the NDC is in full support of whatever they are going to bring.
Right.
We want peace to prevail. We want peace. We don't want any chaos that I come and do this and that. Campaign is not full of insults. You understand me?
Yeah.
People are also watching us as politicians, as advocates, as communicators. Go and sell your product. And we wish them I think that's 31st of January, right?
Yeah.
And we wish them nothing but the best.
Yeah.
Sure.
Right.
But
Is
don't
that-
say that we don't have a candidate. Merging Sami Jemfi and even for instance Sami Jemfi and Malik alone, that 32 or 30 something that you get division by 3. I'm telling you. don't try and bring your candidate. You see the way our two forces working.
What percentage did we get in 2024?
You are asking me.
Yes.
You are asking me. No. You are asking me. That percentage that you got up to now, you can't even state it clearly.
41.7.
You had what? 41.7.
I thought it was 38.
You see. Up to now.
I don't know the figure where you got that 38.
Okay.
But from the EC, we had 41.7.
So 2020.
Okay. So I now understand that your campaign means I can't 9 pay.
Oh,
okay.
Up to now, you've never sat down to put this down.
Look, it's not. Look, let's not be too sentimental about this. In 2016, a sitting president lost election, and he obtained around 34%. President Mahama.
So
a sitting president. Look, we did better. We did better. A sitting president to have lost an election, obtaining about 34%.
You see.
That is ridiculous.
Whenever
that is ridiculous.
You see, whenever MPP is in opposition, that's where their mathematics comes. But their mathematics does not come when in power. You understand me? Like seriously, no, like you see, these people can sit down and do some calculations. Yesterday when I was watching Miracle Abaja, I was just laughing. I was like,
He said he's
this guy.
Some people are saying Kenge is still sold for 10 cedis.
You see
I'm wondering how it's going to look.
But you see, ask him. Even pure water, when we were living in power, 2015, 2016, how much was pure water sold?
I think it was 30%.
But who brought it to 50 pesos? No, you see that thing. You see, and the most happiest thing I was just laughing was like he was telling us that ECG tariffs. When you brought a betting tax, have they been able to give us the total amount that we had? And you were selling cards at African All Games at Legon. How much was it? The cards that they were selling. You understand? You see, sometimes when you bring tariffs to the country, sometimes we use our taxes and co to develop our country. If it's not being seen or felt, that is where Ghanaians will come after you. COVID levy, have you been able to give us account? Emission taxes and co. It took the money mama within 1 year. You understand me? To scrap all those stuff because we don't see the importance of it. But if tariffs are being taxed, if lights are being taxed, when was the last day you saw Dumso? If not electrical fault, when was the last day you saw Dumso? But you people were using it against us.
If not for your government, we didn't know anything.
But in the case, you guys used to campaign against us. That when we come into power, Dumso will come. That's what I'm asking you. Because when was the last day? When was the last day?
There was never
all the debt that you left. Today, Atu Forcing has been able to pay all that debt in the ECG sector, in the energy sector. Why won't you come and praise him here?
I saw that in the news this morning.
You understand me? All the mess.
The legacy debt.
You see, all the mess.
What we are saying is that
so now
came to noon when you people were in office.
No problem. The Roman Mama accepted it.
So you don't take credit for something that you brought. You understand? You brought it. You cannot try to take credit for it because you brought it in the first place. That problem you brought it.
We are all waiting for 31st of January. But I'm praying that.
Dr. Bamo.
I'm praying that someone will not call and say that they have given me showdown. Sorry. So we are all praying and hoping for the best.
So, Mr. Abdul, how competitive is this particular primaries as compared to the previous NPP primaries?
You see, I don't see anything different as compared to what happened, for example, in 2023 or so, when we're doing the presidential and candidates. I don't see anything different. And if you look at the NPP, that has been our history. We elect our flag bearer through a competitive process. NPP is not a party that imposes leaders on the people.
On the people.
We elect, you make a case, every candidate go to the people, make a case as to why you think you are the one you should be the one to lead. And then at the end of the day, they vote and the verdict to come. Right? So that has been our that has been the precedent. That's what we've been doing. So NPP is a party of democracy. We believe in the democratic tenets of our nation and the party as well. Yes. So this is not entirely new to the party.
Yeah.
And I hear a lot of people saying that because the way we are going to be disunited, we are going to be that and that. at the end of the elections, we are going to come back together, and we are going to execute.
You are very positive.
Very positive. That this has been the trend. This has been what NPP has been doing over the years.
Oh, okay.
And so after that,
it's not the first time.
No, it's not the first time.
It's not the first time. Right. With the issue of transparency, how are you going to ensure that this particular primaries is going to be as transparent as possible?
Yeah, so if you listen to, I saw a post about some, I think that was 2 days ago, where former President Akufo-Addo applauding the committee.
The committee.
So that means that the committee is going to do a good job, and we expect them to deliver on that.
That's a huge endorsement.
Yes. So we believe that the committee will do a good job, and then we're going to have a transparent election.
A transparent election.
Yes.
Because we don't want to hear that party A, person B,
and
then so on and so forth.
Oh, it's going to be transparent.
It's going to be transparent
and devoid of all the election tactics and the stuffs. Baumia is going to win with a very good margin. Yes.
We are wishing you all the best.
Thank you.
May the best man win.
Thank you. Baumia will win.
May the best man win.
Amen.
I pray that if he doesn't win, you won't be heartbroken. The way you are vouching for him.
Oh, yes. You see.
I'll be here to console you.
When you believe, there will be no that. There will be nothing like that.
Right.
When you believe in the competence of a person, based on how he has performed, you see, this is the kind of zeal and passionate you go about him. I believe Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is the best person, and I don't say this because of just for the rhetorics. I'm saying it because of his track record. I'm saying this because of his competence. I'm saying this because of his leadership. How far he has held himself, how far he has served the nation, and how far he has been able to be relevant in our political scene for over close to 20 years. And I believe that Dr. Bawumia's vision is what Ghana needs as we speak.
Right.
And he's going to emerge victorious. And in 2028, inshallah, he's going to be the president of this country.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Mr. Moses.
I think you were saying how his leadership was and the track record. I want him to give us some of the track record.
So one is good for reserve program that currently is running our economy, and the NDC has attested. They have agreed to the fact that they have acceded to the fact that gold for reserve program is a policy that was initiated by Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, and they have also agreed to the fact that it is what is keeping our economy in the shape in which it is now. It is not as though, look, if we are going to ask questions, we'll be asking what policy has been implemented by the Bank of Ghana or the finance minister to warrant the kind of dollar depreciation or cedi appreciation we have now.
Physical discipline.
Yeah, can you imagine?
Oh yes,
physical discipline is not a policy.
Physical
discipline is not a policy.
See,
we are asking of a policy.
We are asking
of a policy.
Let me tell you something. If not physical discipline.
Look. Please don't confuse yourself. Physical discipline is not a policy. We are asking of a policy.
I'm coming.
Right.
If not physical discipline, Ken would have been in Ghana by now. If not physical discipline, look at the number of ministers you are ruling with. If not physical discipline, you don't get up and tell us that you are going to create a hole for us. If not physical discipline, you don't be telling us that La General Hospital you are going to innovate it. Then you come and break it down.
Look.
Anyhow, you understand me? I'm coming. When it's got my time,
I'm sure it was my turn.
I gave. Who said it was your turn? It was my turn. I asked you the question. I was the one who gave you the chance. You understand me? But it's like you come to throw sand into the Ghanaian's eye. See, when you come and talk about leader Bawumia, see, I respect him. He's a fine gentleman of the land. I respect him very, very well. Me, my
so
politics.
I was mentioning some of his achievements.
Mention what?
I mentioned one, and you've taken over.
This is some of the things that you were mentioning. You understand me?
Then
you see, three. Bawumia was there.
Maybe he was satisfied with what you
mentioned. Is it the first talk about the gold board? Talk about the gold board that you people cannot even expatiate to us. Look at what the young man is doing there. Economic messiah and calling people's name and co. How much was the dollar when you were leaving? See, you see these people, I leave them for Kennedy Japan. I leave them for Usu Bempa. Their own communicator. When the guys were talking about Galamsey, when they were going for their work to go and demonstrate about Galamsey, Usu Bempa said that they have no moral rights. Even their own people was even supporting it. Do you understand me? So what I'm saying is, say, definitely this election there will be a showdown.
There will be a showdown.
There will be a showdown. So
May
we are all
the
praying.
best man win.
See, there will be a showdown, and then my brother will come here and come and tell me that Moses, you said it. So we are all hoping for the best.
Right.
Sure, but I don't think that I don't go and sit anywhere and disgrace yourself telling that the NDC we have no presidential candidate.
Okay.
Even we use our even young guys to come and compete.
You should quote me right.
You see the thing. So let me tell you something.
Right.
There's no way that any member.
There's no match.
Which match are you talking
Dr.
about?
Mahmoud Bawumia in the NDC. I didn't say you don't have a candidate. You have a candidate.
That's what I'm telling you.
But that candidate is not a match to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
So see, that's why I gave you an example. Atu Forcing will match Bawumia badly. Aruna Drisu will match. Julius Debra will match. That's why I used Sami Jenfi and Malik. If we make these people, you understand me? So when you come and talk about matching, don't worry.
Why are you campaigning?
Oh no.
Right.
You see. This
May
man
the best man win. Let's move on.
Let's
move on.
Scared of what?
Let's move on.
Scared of what?
You people are.
You come and tell her that Ukraine war.
Campaigning for a certain candidate.
Let's move on. Let's move on. May the best man win.
Hey, my brother.
We are wishing you all the best. May the best man win. Right, so let's look at our last topic briefly because our time is already up. So inflation drops to 5.4% in Ghana. The numbers have improved. People are actually happy about it. But are people really feeling the relief? I think that is one question that we should be asking ourselves. We've seen the dollar gone down, and Aboso kind dealers are not even reducing their spare parts. Market women are not reducing food and commodities in the market. If you go, they tell you that but they are saying that inflation has dropped. At least there should be evidence, there should be reflection in our services, our products, and wherever like we purchase our things. But it looks like people are not really feeling it. What do you think this whole thing is stemming from? Do you think this whole drop of inflation is just on paper, or is an action that we have not yet seen? Mr. Abdul.
Okay, so thank you very much. The issue of dollar going down and inflation going down, yet prices of goods and services are still high. Is something that is a worry. We don't know what the government is doing. Government of the day. We don't know whether they really do not understand the issue at hand, or the kind of manipulation they are using in the system. Because you have dollar at around 10 cities or 11 cities, yet the price of essential goods and services is still not down. And I'll state example. They used Kenke to win the elections. The Kenke is still at 5 cities, right?
Yes.
In this country, there's nowhere you get Kenke below 5 cities.
No.
Meanwhile, they campaigned on that, and that when they come into office, they are going to reduce the price of goods, especially Kenke. It was a key component in their campaign. Yeah, that's why I'm citing it. So the disparity tells us that there's a problem. It tells us that the government needs to sit up, because you have policies to fulfill. You have promises to fulfill. For example, the Women's Development Bank.
Yes.
You have a lot of them. The 1 million coders program, the 24-hour economy deception, and a lot more of them. Government is clearly in a part that we don't think is helpful, because we don't know why inflation is down, dollar is down, yet the people are not feeling it in the system. The people are clearly not feeling it. So President Mahama, we beg, they should stop. Sometimes they speak and you think they are on a campaign trail. Today they are talking about, and you see various agencies are crying that no job opportunities, they are not paying salaries of workers, and a lot more. Teachers who have worked for over a year, they have not received even 1 month's salary. Nurses are crying, they have not received even 1 month's salary. I mean, what are we doing? 24-hour economy that Ghanaians voted for you massively on. Based on that policy, they voted for you massively. That you were coming to create job opportunities for them. And when you came implement the policy, it's a problem. You cannot implement 24-hour economy. Was it a deception? Did you just use it to win power and that's it? Have you discarded the policy? I think yes. Because nothing is being done about this 24-hour economy policy. And we are saying that, and if you look at their 2026 budget, they are seeking to create about 800,000 jobs, right? And the 800,000 jobs, out of that 500,000 of them are coming from the construction side. That's not what you promised Ghanaians.
Temporary jobs.
Temporary jobs. That's not what you promised Ghanaians. So we are saying that the economy is run haphazardly. There's no direction. There's no formula. It is just being run anyhow. And that's why we in the NPP are calling you to order. Because you cannot come and look, Atu Forson told us that he's going to run the economy without imposition of new taxes. Just about a month into office, they came with Dumso levy.
The D-levy.
Is this government that has not appreciate or that things Ghanaians are just, I don't want to use harsh word, but it is highly incompetence and inconsistency to tell us that you are going to run the economy without imposition of new taxes, and then 1 month into office you have already imposed a tax on us.
Have you also heard of
it? And today, as we speak, they have imposed about 28% on our electricity, on our water bill about 15% tariffs. I mean, what are we doing? Ghanaians are not happy because clearly we are seeing the reverse of what they promised us. We are seeing the reverse of that. So we are saying that President Mahama, please stop sacking people from their jobs. That's one thing. And if the president, the president should, reinstate those that has been sacked, because it is not fair. It is not fair on the part of the government that you came into office and the first thing you could do is to sack about 30,000 Ghanaians who were duly employed. It doesn't sound well. Right. And the president should do a lot more for the people because we expect a lot from him.
Right.
And we are not only expecting, we are saying because of the promises he gave us. Right? The fight against Galamsey and all of that. We are expecting that he deliver on that mandate. The MPs who were visibly involved in Galamsey and the MCs, please prosecute them. Let them face the law. So we know that you are really committed to that. Otherwise, then it will be, another set of a scam from the presidency.
Right. Mr. Moses.
Okay, so as you have stated, we are dealing with human beings.
Yeah.
You understand me? You don't expect everybody to believe in your dream. You understand me as a president. I remember when the Honorable Mayor of Accra, Honorable Michael Pakwalote, when he went on grounds with the AMA task forces, that was last year during the Xmas. Can you believe that from Ablekuma, from Kanishin to Ablekuma, is 6 cities, but mates and drivers were charging 8 cities?
Yeah.
Is it a story or is reality?
It's reality.
Correct. Is it the president who did it or is we?
It's human being.
Correct. How much was 1 liter of petrol then? The past 8 years and the current? We are able to reduce even Xmas. Even 1st January said they even reduced it. Why is it that human beings do not sit down and also reduce their fares? As I said earlier on when you were asking me about the New Year agenda, whatever. It is we, you and I, that we are hurting ourselves, not the government.
Not the government. So you believe the government has played its part?
That's it. Afenyo Markins was on her, Honorable Afenyo Markins, respected of course, was on her saying that the spare parts people were saying, Yambo Modi, you are not doing things and things are high. But their own PRO came out and applauded His Excellency Jodomani Mahama. He came out on Unia FM and Unia TV to state it clearly, say, Yankasa, the man is really doing well. You understand me? I asked you, before Jodomani Mahama will leave in power, pure water was 30 pesos. When he came, it was 50 pesos. Do you expect us to use 1 year to reverse that? We are growing and we are developing as a country. How much was cement then? Now when you go and get gas and co, it's 85 cedis. When you get to Dansuman, 85. I was buying gas and getting it to 110. Are you trying to tell me I never felt it? One trip of sand. Do you understand me? When Mahama was living in power, it was 800 Ghana cedi. When 8 years ago, I was buying it. When I go to a farmer at Ablikuma, you get it 2,000. You get it 1,005, depending on the axle of car that you want. But don't go far. Go to Banyard here and go and ask them how much are they selling it now. It is we, the human beings, that we are trying to help, like hurt ourselves and do everything politics. You understand me?
Yeah.
The women, when I heard your ladies going out at Circle and Co, when you go, rice of 5 kg, how much were they selling it? Someone will tell you, say, mean to me, so, because when I go to the wholesale, this and that is there. But you are killing us. That is why sometimes I blame the municipal assemblies a little, so that the law, you see, Ghana, we don't want freedom unless we are being pressed. Do you expect His Excellency from the Jubilee House to come down here to come and tell you, say, girlfriend, I've been able to reduce petrol, reduce TNT for me? You understand me? Ghanaians are feeling it. It's not everything that you expect us. As I said, 24 hours economy, we've been able to restore light, so it will come into the process. As I said, Women's Bank, it's also in the process. Everything will be done accordingly. You don't expect us to come and meet a mess administration that you people cost and let us revive it within 1 year. No, we are broad, like we are trying to reset all sectors step by step. No fee stress. When it came, you saw Legon and UPSC people being like jubilating and happy, saying no fee stress has come. They'll be able to pay my first year school fees for me. It is a process. Disbursement and co will come.
The scene to increase the
you understand me?
Fees and stuff. Have you seen that?
Don't come and tell me say this and that. When the press came at Legon, when they again, all of a sudden, the Ghana Education Service called back.
They call them.
This is what we call leadership. You understand me? We are the people hurting ourselves, not the government. The government is trying to do whatever it's supposed to do. You understand? When we know here, when the regional minister went to Awudomede to go and fix street lights, the next day when they went, the thieves and the criminals have gone to dismantle everything. Is it the government? The person is doing his best to do whatever he's supposed to do. I think Saturday, when the mayor of Accra hit on the streets, talking about National Sanitation Day, they've been giving an alarm, an announcement since last month that we'll come and do it today. But Ghanaians are seated there. They've opened their shop. When the man comes and closes and finds you, you come and tell them, say, 2028 will show you. But the person is trying to do the needful. You understand me? You saw when the budget was coming to be read, Atufosi went around, is it the Western region or wherever, to go and have an interaction with the market women and co. But there were the people telling us, say, Gary Olunka was this. And then Jodoman Mahama, like, he has tried his best. I can't tell you that Jodoman Mahama is the best man all over. But I dare also be, Wayebi. You understand? So the first start even solving the energy sector, solving educational problems. You're not saying we have been able to be done, like do everything perfect. It is a gradual process.
It's a gradual process. That's
what they came rushing with NAPCO, 700 Ghana cedi. How did NAPCO end? You understand me? How did NAPCO end? Do I rushing, do everything? Giddy. You see, someone who has been an assemblyman before, he has been a minister before. He has been a vice president before. He has become a president before. Now a president. Are you the one to tell him what to do?
Right.
You understand me? When you come and talk, he will listen to the important ones. So that where he thinks he is not doing the right thing, he will go back and think twice and come and implement it. And so with the 24 hours economy, I promise you, we are all going to feel it. Women's Bank is also coming. You understand me? So some of the policies that we did, the big push, we all saw, we are all seeing. Even their own MP in Ashanti region wrote a love letter to the president. Telling that you should stop. What are you trying to tell me?
Wow.
You get me. So what you said what?
That someone wrote a love letter.
Were we not here the MP? I stated that as a love letter. Because what you said, it is not important. The man is saying, you see, as a leader, and if you have a vision and then you don't forecast, and then you are still campaigning for Baumia. What are you trying to tell me?
All right, your last words, Mr. Abdul.
Okay, thank you very much. Christmas is over and we're back.
Yeah, I clear.
I'm excited that we have this opportunity to always come and make our case here. Thank you for that opportunity.
Thank you too.
There's a song that I remembered. It was sung by one guy called Fancy Gadam.
Fancy Gadam.
From the north. He's from the north. He said that if you spend all your money in December, you suffer in January.
You suffer in January.
Yeah, so during this period, I got to understand that the song is a banger.
It's a banger.
Because during the December, we did a lot of things. And after that, things are
you are part of them. Your money is finished.
Yeah, so I would rely on my guy in power to bail me out.
To wire you some money. Right, Mr. Moses.
Yeah.
Please wire him some money.
Oh, so that will come and tell me that I'm giving gold to him.
Yeah, last words, please.
Oh, okay. What I want to say is that I want to grace His Excellency once again wherever he is, and the Mayor of Accra, Honorable Michael Pakwalote, wherever he is, we say God richly bless him and strengthen him. He's really, really, really working hard. Yes, so many people will say so many things, but the man is focused. And what I want to tell all Ghanaians is that the government is trying, doing the needful. The government cannot do everything. Without we the citizens. We should support. You understand me? We should try and respect each other. Yes, you can just critique whatever we do, but don't try and just cause any harm to any government. And then we are all praying to all the appointees under his administration, John Dramani Mahama administration, that we should use Ken Ofori-Atta's case as an example and guidance, so that we'll be able to give account whenever the time is due. And I wish us a faithful and a good new year. Sure. So my brother, don't worry, 31st,
right?
Definitely, we are all praying. Say,
right.
That there will be no showdown. So we are all praying for the best.
Don't worry. As for that,
sure.
no problem.
No problem. We are all here.
Yeah, so we have one comment from our fan on Facebook, and this is from Sly. The NPP has transitioned from New Patriotic Party to a Nice People's Party, full of arrogance, dishonest and violent personalities. Don't trust them. Thank you so much for joining us on the Ghana Talks Breakfast Show. Thank you to our lovely audience for doing the listening, our cherished listeners. Thank you for sending in your comments, and thank you to our knowledgeable guests for diving into the topical issues. Thank you. We'll meet same time tomorrow. Do have a lovely day.